Doo-doo.
Oh my gosh. Are we going?
Oh, we're live. Yeah. We're just not on TikTok just yet.
We're
So,
so
hi,
live.
guys. Guys, we're
Hey,
here. I'm getting it all open and running. Um,
we're here.
what
I'm
is
here.
TikTok being silly, though? Hi, guys. Welcome in. It's my live today with Queen V. Queen, while I'm getting everything up on TikTok, you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Yeah. Hey, I'm QueenV Lee. I am cool with Ari. Thank you for having me, Ari. I am like a Democrat and stuff. I live in the Bay Area and I'm here to kick it with my homegirl and hopefully talk to some Trump supporters and hopefully learn from their ways. I mean, actually, that's contradicting myself because they wouldn't still be Trump supporters, but I'm just
Oh, that's true.
excited to, right? I'm excited to be on this side because usually I'm watching you while I am preparing dinner
Oh,
and I and I thoroughly enjoy it. So this is going to be fun. You do get a lot of interesting conversations going, so I think will be a fun balance. But yeah, thank you for having me. It's going to be a good old time. I like to call you my boss. Ari's my boss, you guys. She's my TikTok boss.
yes, and I mean you will get paid for this today, so there is that part too. Well, sorry, let me put an
You are
asterisk on
connected
that.
as the
You
host.
shouldn't be hearing this, but
Welcome, host.
it's because I don't
You
get
are
it
now
started
in the host
beforehand.
room and can manage your callers from the call-in
Heck
studio
yeah, I
web
can.
interface.
I know, thank you. Okay. Um, as long as people help meet this goal that's below me, then part of it goes to V, and then part of it goes to pay my screener, who's in the live right now in the
What's up,
screening room.
screener?
Yeah,
It's
it's
good.
Lynatti. Everybody should know her.
Lynatti the baddie?
Lynatti the baddie
What's up?
with her
Yes, we
sombrero.
do. Okay, period.
It's not a sombrero.
Oh,
Oh, it's so
what?
funny.
Well, there we
I'm
are.
also here. Yes, I know you guys could hear that. I need to remember to start opening it and getting it started before I hit go live, but it charges me by the minute, so there's a line. There's a middle ground I have to meet. But once we get up to, guys, if you get to tapping the screen over on TikTok at 5,000 likes, we'll put Queen on the panel, so y'all can be sure to hit follow, which her link is in the description of each of the videos, and her normal co-host, her best friend with the block, Bill with Queen's Ask, and his link is also in the description. So please go hit subscribe on both of them over on YouTube and then come back. Oh, and then what I had just was telling Queen about is that apparently, and this is just something that I didn't know about, 9 people are missing in Washington after a paper mill tank ruptured. And the officials there unfortunately say that there's almost no hope for them to have survived.
Wait, they're missing where?
I believe it is in Washington state, yeah. They are, where are they at?
How are they missing?
Let's see. It's Dyna Wave Packaging Co. in Longview.
Mm.
It's Nippon.
Oh, it says a chemical tank,
Yeah.
paper mill tank implosion. Oh, yikes. That's horrible.
If
Yep, I'm looking at
the
it right now.
Yeah, this is from AP News. If the 11 deaths are confirmed, it would be one of the deadliest industrial accidents in U.S. recent history.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. Well, alongside a series of blasts that killed 16 people at an explosives plant in Tennessee last fall. Oof, that's crazy. But guys, if you voted for Trump and you still support him, please hit up that phone number that's above Queen's head or above mine, depending on which version you are at. So just be sure to do that. And oh, okay, Mia's not yelling at me for. She's not yelling at me. She's yelling at everybody else. I got scared for a second. I was like, why is Mia yelling at me?
Right. No, I feel you on that. No, I'm looking at this tanker. I'm trying to
It's
figure out what
insane.
happened.
I have no idea. Yeah.
This is this is intense. I know that it was mentioning in this article that I found
Mm-hmm.
about how they had to evacuate in Southern California
Oh yeah.
because of an aerospace plant. They evacuated a bunch of residents I think it was last Tuesday, this past Tuesday of the week. I believe they were cleared to go back. Um, they said that this plant employs around 1,000 people, and it makes tissue, printing paper, cups, plates, and cartons. And it sits on the river itself. This is wild. They're presuming that the other 9 people may have passed, but they haven't confirmed it yet. And I saw one article that said it confirmed 2 people had passed, and I think the other one just said one. It might have just been from the timing. I'm hoping that they're not, but it sounds really intense. So I guess we'll keep an eye out on that. That's wild.
Yeah, every
That's
like
terrible.
this is the industrial complex though. It just continues to happen. Let's see. They got a lot of personal stories in this article from AP News. And yeah, I'm looking at it from my phone, guys. I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't share it. It was, oops, not in there. But let's see. Okay. Here's the question that I'm really gonna propose to the Trump supporters today. Whether or not you agree with what's occurring between the United States and Iran, I want you to tell me how any country can take the United States seriously when every time we're saying we're in negotiations, we're this close to reaching a deal, that we bomb them. I just would love that answer. Like, how are we supposed to be taken seriously if we're super close? We're this close to getting a deal and we strike instead of anything. Do you know how that works?
That don't sound like a deal to me.
It doesn't. Like, it's happened now 3 times. Also,
Right.
Franksters, thank you for the sub over on Twitch. I have to remind myself where I'm at. Sparky also subbed yesterday on Twitch. My bad. Hello, thank you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, yeah, we totally want a deal, Matt. That's just the JCPOA light. I will say I heard an interesting question today, and then that makes me think about it for like this future deal. About why wasn't the JCPOA made into a treaty? Well, the honest answer is that they didn't have the votes for it in the House because it was Republican ran, and they voted against it. So Obama did it through executive order plus a plan of action that was ratified by the United Nations. Right? It wasn't just singular. We had 32 other nations that, well, not sorry, 32, 193 other nations that signed on to this. Right? We ratified it, minus probably Israel. They probably said, nah, we're not ratifying this because they don't like people. But the United Nations ratified it. Okay. Is this going to be a treaty then? Because that would make it probably better than the JCPOA. I'm not being serious about it being better. I don't think it would be, but potentially better than the JCPOAs if they made it into a treaty. But that hasn't been proposed from what I've seen.
It sounds like a lot of work, so probably not.
Yeah, and we can't even see if it's been introduced into Congress because Congress is on vacation until Monday.
Facts. It
Yeah.
just sounds like too much work, so probably not.
Oh, I mean, Congress doesn't want to work. Like, listen, this is not a one party issue when it comes to Congress and not working. They take so many they take so many holidays, right?
Right.
It's insane.
No, facts. I mean,
Yeah.
early on, before everything came out about Swalwell, I was telling everybody about how he wasn't showing up to vote because, you know, he's definitely in the area of representatives of where I'm out at. And I believe it was said that he voted less than a deceased representative in Arizona at the time when he announced to be governor. And then look what everything that came out about him. So yeah, it's not just the party when it comes to people not, in my opinion, doing their job. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that like they're equal. Absolutely not. There's a definite one side that's very much lazy and not doing their job majority of the time. I would actually argue that when they are the majority or in power, they spend most of their time literally not trying to do their job.
That they do anything but, right? And to be clear, I'll be honest, right? So the standard salary, the starting salary for someone going into the House of Representatives is $157,000 a year, right? Going into the Senate, it's about 174. Now, if you are the minority or the majority leader, you get paid more. Or if you are a head of a committee, you also get paid a little bit more. And it like, yes, that actually people are going to jump down my throat for this one a little bit. But that actually only puts them in, at least the House of Reps that are not in any leadership position, that only puts them inside the middle class, right? Um, the Senate just barely puts them over the line of the middle class. I do think it's kind of a problem that they haven't gotten a raise, but at the same time, I think if they're going to get a raise, it shouldn't be more than 1% because they don't ever do shit anyways. If you really wanted to make them feel pain, you would propose that they get paid the minimum wage of their state, which no one will ever sign up to go to Congress for. Probably.
Mhm. Especially in Texas.
Oh God, I think Texas is still 725.
You're correct.
How do you
It
know
is still
Texas offhand?
725.
It was just a
Because I had
guess.
an argument, I think I had an
Oh,
argument with somebody on a panel about cost of living in Texas, and we looked it up. I'm pretty sure it's $7.25.
ugh, it's so crazy. I don't know how. I truly don't know how anybody like or they expect anyone to live off of that amount of money. You should tell me if you see me now on screen. I think I might have fixed it. I don't know.
Mm-mm, I don't see
Nope.
you. I see me
Okay.
though.
All right, then I
But
don't know what I'm
I could
doing.
see you. I could see you on
TikTok.
the ticky tack. So
There we go. Yeah.
somebody said on the ticky tack that the cost of a gallon of gas in Texas was $3.09, and they are incorrect. It's actually $4.02. At least that's
Oh,
according to
they
AAA.
clarified in Houston. Hey, guess what? There's this cool thing called Gas Buddy that also helps us look this stuff up. So let's see. Gas Buddy, Houston, Texas prices. Let's see. Yeah, 339 is the lowest price I
339.
see. Yeah.
Cool, cool. So that would mean that that's like about half the minimum wage because it's $7.25. No, it's not 309 in Houston, but it's okay. It still doesn't help. It still solidifies what I'm about to say. It's $7.25 per hour for the minimum wage, and a 1 gallon is about half of that. So you work a half an hour to fill up 1 gallon of gas.
I'll put it up on the screen in a second. I just realized I apparently didn't have it already ready for here, so it's going to go on my face. But here, I got it for you, bud. So literally, gas prices in Houston, Texas. It even tells you who updated it at the Citgo. Gives you their exact address too. 339 is the lowest amount. Look, even the owner updated Costco's 15 minutes ago at 349. So that is the fun thing
I'm not
about Gas Buddy.
complaining.
It'll show you the top, or yeah, the top 10 lowest gas prices. Now that amount is cheap. That amount of gas is now cheap. I agree, it is cheap. Mine in Florida, very red Florida, is at $4. So, oops.
Now they went into insulting people who work minimum wage, of course.
Oh, that same person?
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, they're not doing well.
It's usually
Nobody
how
that
it
buys
goes.
gas likes higher prices. Agreed, Joey. Nobody really likes higher prices, but they're still trying to make it sound like we do.
Unlike when Biden had
I
the
like this
highest
one.
gas prices.
Oh, I actually like this one. So I've done research, right? Because they're saying this without accounting for inflation, right? I actually looked this up about a week or two ago. Let me see if I can't find that link again. Oh, here we go. Found it. Doesn't take me very long. All right. You guys got to account for inflation because cost of living was significantly different back then. And so here's let me get to the cute little chart, right? There's a bunch of stuff. Ooh, I like this chart. We like charts and numbers, right? If you account for inflation, the highest point would have actually been 2012 at 506, 2008 489, 485, and 1981. Actually, 1918 is the absolute highest at $5.41, accounting for inflation.
I
19
love W charts.
Y'all are
Sorry.
like y'all on something. Yeah, so it's this isn't and see now they move the goalpost. They always do that.
Hmm.
Now they got to make it a different issue. Like no, if you actually adjust it for inflation, that's not how it works at all. So you guys should
Yeah,
try
like this
doing that.
person just went all Democrats.
Yeah, that moving the goalpost. Okay, let me bring up your backup. Second. I said backup, forgetting that it's really your
It's
main.
my main page.
Because I'm used
Yeah.
to bringing up my backup account
Yeah.
on the panel. So I'm like, oh, wasn't thinking about
That's
that.
really me, guys. It's actually me.
It's not her. It's a lie. See, she's on camera with me. So it can't be her on the panel.
Who knows? It could be.
It could be.
Why do liberals keep talking gas prices laughing out loud? I feel like they laugh like this. Maybe pick something you use the wrong your.
I own the word
Better.
better now.
I'm waiting. For
So
what?
we
Are you
didn't
gonna
bring it
pay
up.
me?
Well, they're not going to pay us, right? Which speaking of which, this hasn't been touched, right? But also B, like I didn't bring it up. Somebody else did. We were only talking about it because somebody else brought it up in the comment section. And it does kind of show your hypocrisy, exactly, Benita. And if you guys actually had, I don't know, the spine to call in, we'd be talking to somebody right now. Instead, we've been on for 18 minutes and not a single person has even attempted to call in and put my call screener to work. She likes talking to y'all, even if you say mean names. I mean, prefer you to not do that, but she gets a kick out of it when you call in and try to insult everybody. She just laughs.
I'm super nice.
This is why we are bringing up gas prices. We are not happy paying the prices. Are you happy in paying the prices now? Trumper, yeah, that's a good point. Like, you're happy now, right?
I guarantee you I pay more in gas than
Anyone
everybody in
crying?
Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like
mean, yes.
I'll bet you let's go stack for stack right now.
Oh, I mean, they don't care about that. See,
Yeah.
that's the main thing that we have to realize is that most of them they don't care about it unless it personally affects them. And then even now, as it is personally affecting them, it's they have their blinders on like it did nothing, and it didn't actually
Right.
affect me. I actually listened to a pretty interesting podcast this morning where somebody went out of their way and asked in a study different Trump supporters, right? Whether they were still Trump supporters, no longer Trump supporters, um, asked them like why they support Trump, brought up things that he's done, and just trying to gauge the cognitive dissonance that they're experiencing. Or sorry, the cult-like behavior. I'm not saying all of them are culty, but plenty of them are. And it was just interesting how so many of them, anything that was brought against Trump, it was just simply, well, they just don't believe it happened. So therefore it's okay.
Hmm. Right. There's a really good book that talks about this called Cultish. The author's name
Ooh.
is slipping me. Um, and it talks about the language in which we
Mm-hmm.
use when having conversations about what's cult like. Because a lot of things can be classified in with the rhetoric in which he uses, deeming certain things as just not correct is literally playbook for it to make you question things that are factual. It's
Yep.
like being intellectual is seen to be wrong now. And so getting you not to believe facts or even get your own evidence or even just understand primary sources is now seen to be like demonized, which is only hurting them more than really it hurts us. It's more than just ridiculous. I don't understand the loyalty, but then I think I was talking to
Yeah.
Bill about it. It's they need if they agree that they're wrong, they have to agree that part of their identity is wrong, and they can't succumb to that at all. So they will fight you like literally to unalivement because of it.
Yep, it's you're pushing against what they believe to be true, which let's be honest, this affects everybody. This isn't just a one person issue. This is something that you can see in any individual point blank period that when you push back against their belief system, a good way to look at that is someone that is Christian and that call into the the um the atheist lives that are pushing
Hmm.
back against their religion. They and even the atheists, right? Like they're closed off. They no longer want to listen. They don't want to hear it, right? Not saying that
Hmm.
they're infallible, right? But they will stick so hard in their lane and they will live in their contradictions. And that's mostly for when I'm talking about the atheists that do these debates, they're mostly the ones that aren't the best at it or are not as learned, which is why I don't have them. Also, I'm not an atheist. But there is that. Real quick though, Luca, thank you for the 25. Said a quarter of the way there. Then we have Duncan said gave donated €5. Brilliant channel, something towards the efforts. I appreciate that. And Capo W for the 10 gifted memberships. If you guys received a membership from Capo in the chat, be sure to say thank you. If you're curious about receiving a membership, you need to be in the landscape version of the YouTube live. He does it in there, which I appreciate more because that's where all the friendly people reside for the most part.
They do get wild on the YouTube side.
They are so crazy. Like this guy really thinks
Democrats
he
have
did
nothing
something.
to offer American voters besides, listen, you're just projecting your own internal feelings. Democrats have offered a lot to the United States as far as policies that you yourself do enjoy.
Oh yeah, they enjoy democratic policies all the time. Like this person says, not going to listen to someone who is plagued with fetal alcohol syndrome. Hey, fun fact: my mom didn't drink when she was pregnant with me, so And I don't
Oh,
know
they
it
thought
just
that
from
they ate with
her.
that.
Yeah, they really did. It's like, and I don't take it from her. I actually take it from my dad because they're divorced. So, like, he has no reason to be positive about that at all. So, they did not
He
co-parent
thought that
well.
he thought that he ate, whoever that was thought that they ate with
They did.
that. They're
They did.
like,
They
I'm
cook so
gonna,
hard.
they're like, she's she's never gonna recover after
Never.
I send this.
That is also
I'm
true. It
not
is
gonna
a
call.
ableist comment.
Right. Like, ooh, didn't they pay to tell you that?
No, which going
Um,
forward now, if you want to insult me and have me read it, you're going to need to pay me at least $10 in a super chat in order for me to acknowledge your existence.
I like that.
Joey says I've been banished to portrait for my sins. Joey, it's calm over there right now. I think you're okay.
I
It's
mean, maybe
grieving
everybody's
silence.
just like intimidated.
They typically
I would
are.
be too.
Yeah, I mean, I would also be
Shoot.
scared. Got every reason to be if I'm being so for real.
I mean, I get ooh, ice cream so good. Now that the gifts are landing on me, that gift is what I say when that is sent. It's just automatic. So it might happen again.
That's funny.
Um, I might just start telling them about the real foundations of America and they might call in at this point because I get nervous around pretty women too. I mean, it happened. Same. I feel you on that. King Juju. I don't know what happened to your other account, but I'm sorry about that.
King Juju got banned. Oh my
That's
gosh.
what it says. I don't know. That's the name of the account.
Yeah, that's hilarious. There's I sincerely don't want this person to bother me again, but like there's a new thing
Ooh.
going around that's quite annoying. Um and so it's neo-libertarian fucking I can't say that stupid thing. What is it? Uh Phalangist. And it's just
Like
something
phalanges?
yeah, similar, but phalangist. And
Oh,
it is seriously just something that's any if you Google it, all you get is Reddit and Facebook. It's not anything that's real or has any theory behind it. It's brand new.
what is it?
Phalanges.
When you said neo, I thought a neo soul. Okay, so tell
No.
me like what's going on with that.
Authoritarianism plus free market. I don't that's the best I got for that.
Okay. This is like a
Yeah.
Gen Z thing.
Apparently
Okay.
you should see like some of the comments I've seen in lives just are so just dumb, right? There is just like, they just spam it, and somebody made it their whole account on TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
This
it's their whole.
Jeremiah person is struggling over here on TikTok with the yours.
They okay. Listen, I'll be honest. Hey, Hillary. English is difficult, but I assume that you're a native English speaker and you should have been taught the differences between your, and your, very much like you know the differences between two, and two. So, well, there's at least two twos that you don't know the differences of. You guys might want to work on that. And I know there is also confusing. You have read and read. That's a little bit weird too. It's just it's present and past tense. Uh, and future tense as well. It like it's odd weird like odd words. It's geese when it's plural for goose, but moose is just plural as is.
Mm,
Mice, mouse. That was really
okay.
loud. Sorry about that.
It was.
That wasn't me. I have regular water.
I know. That is
She's
too
she's
funny.
some Sprite. Um
That's cool. It's cool.
English, how does that work? I assume it starts by forming words and then it's spoken or written, and they have definitions that are usually ignored. That's how English works. It's probably just how language works, if I'm being honest.
Okay, so I did come across what you were talking about earlier before we started. My brain. Oh,
Oh,
thank
the
you.
CEO.
How'd you,
I had to think about it. I'm
were we
like, what did I mention
were we
beforehand?
linking? Did we have like an
Probably.
Olsen twins moment?
We did.
Whoa.
Yeah. The CEO pay.
Okay. Hello. Yes. And as I'm looking at it, so median pay for CEOs, it says rose nearly 6% in 2025, but some compensation packages were eye popping. And I'm looking up on Ground News, right? And hopefully people know how Ground News works. And if they don't, I'm not going to tell you. Let it be a mystery. Um, so the one that's like pretty, I mean, a lot of them are wild, but for an example, at Coca-Cola, the CEO earned nearly 1,739 times the median workers' $17,947 annual salary.
Ouch. That hurts. Just hearing that hurts a little bit. I don't like the feeling of that one. Ugh.
There's more to break down, like they like broke down in here, but that one stuck out to me. Median work,
Oh,
that's the median worker's salary is 17, close to 18K a year. I don't even know how one lives. No, I'm not kidding. That's exactly how I feel.
yeah. And to be
Seven,
clear,
something 17.
it's so crazy to even think about that, right? So 17K a year is not even that much above 725 an hour. Because sorry, my math brain goes to remembering this. $18 an hour is about $38,000 a year. And
Right.
that's just slightly more than half of that. So yeah, that would put that at about $9 an hour.
Yeah. And they made
That hurts.
nearly 1,700 and some change times that in their salary. Right. And remember how many jobs were lost, mind you, since Trump has taken office. Um, and they're talking about how pay gaps between CEOs and workers widen further, with median employees at half the surveyed companies needing 200 years to earn 1 year CEO pay, up from 192 years previously.
Ooh. Ouch. Like I felt that one. That actually hurts. 200 years in order to make the same amount of money as a CEO of their own company.
Yeah.
Insane. Pretty lady, still
And
going hard for America. Thank you.
that is really disturbing. And these companies have, I mean, clearly with just the CEO's salary, they have the money to keep a lot of these employees that they do let go of. And they also utilize this money in other places to outsource and, get consulting firms to do work, or to offload some of this work onto current employees. It does.
Mhm.
Just because people are gone doesn't mean the work ends, right? I think that's a misconception. The work does get transferred over to other departments and other people. And that doesn't automatically mean that those people receive more money to do more of the workload that they're going to receive when people leave the company as well. So yeah, it's great, and to have a position, but there is also like additional burdens where you don't get compensated for the additional work that is being put on your shoulders, while at the same time the CEOs are growing in the amount of money that they are receiving. And then if you take into account, Ari, thinking about the big beautiful bill And these individuals, I believe, probably are the ones that benefited the most.
Oh, they always have, from any kind of corporate tax cuts or making the rate lower for permanently lower. It's
Hmm.
crazy. Hamster wants to tell people to hydrate yourself. It's after Memorial Day. Yes, Memorial Day was Monday. Remember your fallen veterans.
Got it. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, we know that
I'm
one.
like, what's
Woohoo.
today? I had to think about
Wednesday.
what today was for a second. Yeah.
Honestly, I spent all of yesterday thinking that it was Wednesday. For the person that asked in the chat, no, simply having a American flag does not mean that you're a Trump supporter. So it's a very odd question. No, Kramer, that does not count as water. Just, I'm not reading that out loud just because I don't think TikTok would like it. It's so weird. Drink all the water like I do. I don't know how many ounces this is, but oh, 32. It's at the bottom. Water is great. Okay. But there's a bunch of other news. There's a video that I wanted to play. I was thinking of playing it tomorrow, but I can try to find it real quick. Let me be sure to mute this for the moment. Well, we've had two of the same people fail to pass the screening, I assume because they're children. Let's see. No, this isn't, that's not the video. That's not the episode I listened to. Oh, actually, though, this is, I found the video that I was just talking about, though. Which was talking about the inside the minds of Trump's most loyal followers.
Ooh.
See how many people get pissed off, I guess. This will probably, just so you guys know, this will probably have to get cut out of the playback on YouTube because copyright. So
Okay.
let
We
me
can deal with that.
Research showing that
skip forward a little bit.
Think about the financial situations of Americans, quote, even a little bit. And yet, so you began this study of Trump supporters, I believe, back in 2019, 2 months before Trump was impeached for the first time. What made you come up with this study, pursue this study? What were you hoping to reveal?
Well, I was very confused about how Trump supporters do justify their support for him, given all the accusations that have been made toward him. And I decided that I would just ask them, So we recruited participants for a different study, but in the midst of that study, I asked them a couple of questions. One was, why do you support Trump? And the other was, given the accusations against him of sexual misconduct and sexual assault and criminal activity, how do you justify your support for him? And then I read all of their responses. These were just open-ended responses, and categorized them into several categories. And the main reason that people said they continued to support him is simply that they don't believe the accusations. So they said, I think these accusations are false and fake. They're fake news. And so that was the most common response.
You're a psychologist. When you look at those responses, is that the response of someone in denial? Is that the response of someone who is trying to retroactively justify a bad decision they made, i.e., oh, well, shit, did I vote for someone who was protecting pedophiles, in which case I'm going to say I don't believe anything about his relationship with Epstein? Or is it someone who is a true believer who says, no, I refuse to believe anything from the media?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I came at this from the perspective of cognitive dissonance. So I've done quite a lot of research on cognitive dissonance, which says that when people have two beliefs that conflict with each other, one of them means that the other one can't be true, then they should feel uncomfortable and want to change their beliefs so that they come closer to each other, right? And so one thing that we did to try to get at that question of whether they really don't believe the accusations or whether they're just trying to justify it was we asked them, does it make you uncomfortable to read about these things that he's been accused of? And the more uncomfortable they were, the more they said they don't believe it. So I took that to mean that they, if they really didn't believe it, I don't think it would make them uncomfortable.
That's actually something I point out to people all the time. Like, if it didn't bother you, you wouldn't say it, right? So it's very interesting to just listen to that little bit. That was only what, 2 minutes. But real
Right.
quick, shout out to Jordan for the 6-7. Jordan said, thanks
That's
for pushing us to look at every candidate's policies. Yesterday, we researched it all and voted. Where there was no policy, we checked bar association qualifications. Crazy how many candidates are completely unqualified to judge.
okay.
W. I love that for you, actually.
First of all, that was my birthday. 6-7. So
Oh, okay. So in about 11
shout
days.
out. Yeah, just so you guys know, my birthday is coming up, if that does anything for you. Just saying. But also, that goes with the saying, a hit dog gon' holler,
Yep.
right? If it doesn't apply, let it fly. So hit dogs is hollering.
All right.
Thank you, Don. I appreciate you. Because yeah, if it didn't bother you, you wouldn't say anything, but clearly it's bothering you. And I would love for them to do a study on their actual brains,
Yeah.
right? Because wasn't there like scientific studies on the brains of people with that are like, racist, that showed that they're not very smart and they're also afraid. I think that's the position
Yes,
of
it's
where they
with
find the fear.
their amygdala specifically.
That's what's called
It was
amygdala.
larger in people that were actually Republicans or right leaning, and that exhibited racist tendencies. Yeah, they've done it multiple times where they found that they actually had larger amygdalas, which is where you have a more, you rely on your lizard brain more, the flight or flight response, and that comes up a lot quicker than your logical reasoning in response to a situation.
Hmm. Right. And we're seeing like with the Trump administration, they did a study in 2016 that white Republicans, I believe like 30% of them felt that white people were being discriminated against at that time. And then in 2020, that rose to 40% of them felt that they were being discriminated against, which
Mm-hmm.
wow, I wonder where it's at today. It has to have gone up. I don't know how they're being discriminated against so much, but that led me to go down the road of looking at how, in particular, white male grievance politics. It actually just harm, right, like Black people and people of color ideologically. My main argument has been that it functions as a delivery system for concrete material deprivation because it blocks wealth building policies, rolls back civil rights protections, suppresses votes, defunds education and healthcare, and it ensures that the political system remains oriented around the anxieties of white men rather than the documented needs of everyone else. And what I've noticed when you are on lives, like when you're doing your calls, a lot of it when you are, I mean, you don't ask for their race. I can't make an assumption. However, based on their reactions and their actions, I do sense a lot of white male fragility that comes through when you're asking just simple, basic questions. It's some of the things that I see when I'm having these conversations. And based on their grievances, they are focusing on nonsense like rolling back DEIA instead of focusing on infrastructure or actually having a healthcare policy that's better for everyone, creating a healthier cost of living, focusing on our unhoused community, not by making it illegal, but looking at rehabilitation, or if they need it, or creating more affordable homes instead of doing things, creating policies that go towards supporting the group of people that don't need the support, and then making it even harder for everybody else in the country. And that's because where the politics are around the grievance of white men and their fragility.
Every time, honestly.
Yeah.
But we actually do have a caller. So we have Steve
Oh,
calling from
crazy.
Texas. So we're going to bring him up.
Hello?
Hi, Steve. How are you?
I'm good. I caught your show yesterday, and
Awesome.
yeah, I'm 58. I live in Texas, but I wanted to bring up a couple points. I am a Trump supporter, but
Okay.
I'll explain. Hello?
We're still here.
Well, the thing is, I grew up. I graduated '86, and with politics, you had Democrats and you had Republicans, and you had a businessman named Ross Perot, and he was a businessman, and the aspect of putting business, somebody in business, and a lot of people don't understand the aspect of handling jobs, and you need to be about business. And Ross Perot was about business, but he could only run as an independent. And of course, back in the day, '86, in those times, in '80s, you couldn't win an independency ticket. So, you know, I was hoping, and Trump delivered. Trump came in as a businessman and took the Democrats and Republicans by the, you know, and took control as a business. And everybody wants to knock Trump about things, and you know, President Clinton did bad things, but as far as business, we're talking business. USA, the government, is a business. I don't care what your personal life is. You need to run the business and get us to a better place. America is still better today because of Trump.
What's the purpose of a business?
A business is to get to a financial stability to render profit and
Profit. Okay, great.
you know,
What's the
show
purpose of a
show
government?
the red.
What's the purpose of a government?
I mean,
If you
show the
want to, if
blood.
we're talking about the United States specifically, I would advise you to look at the preamble of the Constitution. But what's the purpose of the government?
Well, we for the people. It's about the people. Yes.
Oh, so it's not about making a profit. The government
Well,
serves the people of the United States of America?
have we changed? I mean,
No,
do
I'm
you
asking a
understand what I'm
clarifying
trying to say?
question. No,
But
I'm asking a
can we
clarifying question with you right now. So, the purpose of a business, as you've said, is to make a profit, turn a profit. The purpose
of
of
course,
the United States of America
capitalization.
government,
That's what America
the
is.
purpose of the United
Capitalization. I
States
mean,
of America government is to serve the people. So, the United States of America
yeah.
is not a business.
Well, you know, let me put it in smaller terms. You marry, you have a wife, you want to please her, and you want to do everything for her. But, you know, as a man, you have duties and you have a lot of things to do. And sometimes you can't always satisfy everything. So as far as American people, we are all protected. I mean, America is a great place to live right now. And the thing about Trump is he's doing his duty. He has always been there and for the people.
Okay, so wait, is
I mean,
the sorry, is the
everybody.
United well, hold on. I have to ask another clarifying question now. So the United States is not a business now. You are okay
No,
saying
the
that
United
was
States is a business. No,
Oh,
the
oh
United
then
States is a
why
business.
are we comparing it to why are we comparing it to an intimate relationship?
Yeah.
Well, I only wanted to say that
A
because
business isn't even an
America,
intimate relationship because hopefully the business isn't fucking people. I mean, they are fucking over consumers,
Right.
but
You know, like,
right, there's integral parts. but you need to
Is so
understand
wait, is
America
marriage a
runs.
business now?
What is that?
Is America a business? Or sorry, not America. Is marriage a business now?
Well, it's 58 and Gen X. I want to say, I don't understand marriage, but I'm completely happy in my marriage. So,
So is marriage a
Not your
business?
wife.
that's
Oh,
what?
Is marriage
yeah.
a business?
If you put it on a poll, some people would probably be like a 54, 46 on a business, but it needs to come back to love. And I
Okay,
don't
so
see
in a
why
marriage, who
there's
is
so
there
many
to make a
people that hate
profit?
Trump.
Yeah, that is
Well,
oddly specific on the percentages too. It's
Yeah. Is it like a contract involved? And you said you're happy. Do you know if the other party in this business transaction is also happy, and how do you measure that?
oh yeah, I know. But let me just say this: I would easily
No, I
back
want to
up
talk about the marriage.
I would easily back up the aircraft carrier to Iran, and I would steal the
Now we're
oil
talking about
and just get out
aircraft
of there.
characters.
But it's coming to a point where Iran is not doing what they should do, and it's
Iran.
gonna bite them in the butt, and history's gonna repeat themselves.
Is
And I
he
hope we
okay?
don't go nuke. I hope we don't
Are you
no.
nuke,
okay, bud?
Iran.
Is he listening?
I mean, he can hear us. I
I'm
know
listening.
that for sure.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, well, it would help if you listen to women and let them finish.
That's a concept.
I don't want to listen to women. I want to listen to Trump. And that's the thing. I tried to
Oh,
start
I
off
mean,
by
maybe
well,
that's
it's a business.
well.
It's a business.
I'm going to talk to
The
you about it
running
if
the
you would
government is a
relax.
business.
Can you relax? Do you
Running the
want to have a
government is a
conversation?
business.
Okay, can we talk?
Running the government is a business.
It's
We're
when's the
It's
not.
not
last time
about
you ran the
politics.
government?
It has
What
gone to a
experience do
business.
you have running the government?
When was when was the last time the United States was profitable? When was the last time we
Right.
had a
No,
surplus?
we owe China. I mean, we're going to always owe China. It's
China's
not
not
going to,
even the number one
Elon is
holder of our
doing his
debt.
deed.
China's not
Elon
even the
is
number
doing
one
his
holder of
deed.
our debt. Everybody goes to China. It's so weird. Like China's not even the number one holder of our debt. And also
Oh,
because
who
we're
is?
Right.
so like even if we like scrap the rest, right? All of the other semantical stuff. If we just look at the fact that the United States is $40 trillion in debt, we are not a business. We would already be bankrupt like
But
way
we're still going
way
forward.
before
We're still
250
going forward.
years.
We're still going forward, right? I mean, we're still
Yeah,
going
but
forward, right?
any company
Forward
that
with
was
what?
$40 trillion in debt would be filing
But
for
my purpose
bankruptcy.
of my call, please, my purpose of my call was
Oh,
to tell you, I'm a 58-year-old
Oh, you're gonna
that
tell us
in
something.
when I was in high school, I felt that somebody needed to take control of the government in office. They needed to be business. And Ross Perot got beat out.
And
He was
Ross
a
Perot
Dallas.
was
He was a
terrible.
billionaire. He was a great man.
He was a
He was a
terrible. He
great
was a
man.
terrible pick. He was racist too.
But I didn't come from there, so
What do you mean,
I
but?
can't
What do you mean,
stand.
but?
I come from that time period, but
What time
the things
period?
come out.
The 90s? And
Well, no, I was born in
you remember what he
'68,
said in
so
1992? You remember what he said in 1992 at the NAACP speech? How did he refer to black people? What was he saying?
I think he said something wrong. Yes,
Yeah,
I
he was
remember
calling
something, and
calling
I'm
us
sorry.
you people. He was saying you people, you people.
But I think
You want me to
what
you
I'm
want me to
trying to
you
say,
want you
right?
want me as
What
a
I
black
wanted to
person
call
to
him was
agree with you.
business. I
Well,
wanted
my
to
point is
say
to tell you
business.
that he was racist.
All right, and I'm can I apologize, or I don't know. He needs to
No,
apologize
you
for
just
It's
himself, but
just
you're
I'm
okay.
not going to
You
apologize.
just put it to the side. You put
I'm just
racism to the
saying.
side.
it's weird that
I
you're
was
obsessed
an
with Ross
18-year-old that
Perot
said,
when he hasn't
and
been
I
politically
actually voted.
relevant for 30
I actually
years.
voted. But I actually voted for him.
Okay.
I actually voted
Well,
independent
we can
back
tell.
in
Gold
the
star.
day.
We can tell.
I keep forgetting to get my gold stars so I can just actually, hand it to the camera.
But but Trump is our president, and who's going
And
to proceed this?
He's
I don't know.
the
But
president of
as
the
far
United
as Vance,
States.
I don't know.
He's not my
But
president.
no,
he's
the
a
thing is,
president.
we need a business person to handle
Uh,
America's.
Again, you've
Uh,
already established that the United States cannot be a business. We are not in the business to make money in any way, shape, or form. The purpose of
they make a
the
lot of
United
money. No,
States of
the
America's
government's
government.
got the money. The
No, they
government's
don't.
got our money.
The government's $40 trillion in debt. So if they're a business, they're still really, really bad. And they should have already declared bankruptcy, which then the United States would be insolvent, and that would ruin the USD on
They
the world
control
market. And
everything. They
basically, the markets
control
would actually
everything.
crash at the world level, except for BRICS, who don't engage with us with USD. Anyway, again, you've already agreed that the United States is not a business, because then you were trying to compare it to marriage, where you also said marriage is not a business. Because you couldn't even answer when I asked you, like, if marriage is a business, who's in it to make a profit?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And you
And
didn't tell us if the other party was happy.
I'm not a
Yeah, that's
fighter.
true.
I'm a lover. So as far as being
Well,
from the late '60s, I love life, and I've got a good wife, and
That's good.
I'm happy. But I want America
is
to
she?
thrive. And I want us to get somewhere. But we're going to have to take some better steps at government. And yes, if
Sure.
we need to, next term, we get somebody else in there, we're going to be talking about the same things and the same thing. But my thing was we needed somebody in business. And that's
Oh
all
my
I have to
gosh, you
say.
keep
You still
saying
haven't
that.
established that, especially when we've already agreed. Like, we've walked you to it. The United States cannot
Yeah,
be a
but no,
business because the United
Ross
States
Perot
government
couldn't buy
is.
Ross Perot couldn't buy the presidency, and Trump bought the presidency. He was a businessman and bought the presidency. He bought the presidency.
This
And
is how you
Did
are
he
as a
not?
husband.
Did he not buy the presidency? He bought the presidency. He bought the
Did you
presidency.
buy your wife?
She's right here. She's right here.
Did you buy
And
her? Like he bought the presidency? Like the hell is you
no, I
yelling
met
at
my
us
wife
for?
in a hospital lab. No, I fell in love, and
You
man, we've
grew
been
her?
married going on 4
You
years.
grew her?
No, we're good.
Did you grow her?
Huh?
Yeah. Huh?
No.
Stop yelling at
We're
us.
both
Go yell at
we're both
her. Stop
TLS
yelling at us.
lab scientists. We both work in a hospital lab. No, it's great.
Oh my gosh.
But
Well,
I'm
or
saying,
okay. No, you're
Trump
screaming.
bought the presidency. Trump bought the presidency.
We heard you the 18th time you said
Trump,
that.
And I wouldn't even say that that's a
and I'm
good
okay
thing.
with that.
It's
I'm
weird
okay
that
with that.
you're and that's
Yeah,
strange.
yeah, the
Why would
bar's on
you
the
be
floor for you.
yeah, like I don't even know if
I'm
it's
okay
on
with
the
that
floor
because
or if it's
I wanted
below
Ross
ground.
And
Perot
then
back
hell,
when
like
I was 18.
Oh,
I wanted to see Ross Perot win and
we
take
know
over as
you
an
like Ross
independent.
Perot. We got it. You
uh
like racists.
someone wants to ask you, Steve, is your wife
I'm
happy?
talking about business, not.
Is
I'm not
is
about
your
racist. I'm not
i-
racist.
no one
I
actually
didn't say that.
yeah, she actually didn't call you racist. Oh,
Yeah,
anyways, I was trying to ask you
Ross
though,
Perot had it
like,
in him. I'm sorry about that,
is your wife
but
happy?
it's not. She's what?
Is your wife happy?
Mom, you happy? Yeah.
They say
Thanks, Mom.
mom?
Yes.
Well, she has a son. I have a daughter, so we call Mom, Dad. So
I'm stressed
we're home
out.
in Texas here.
Bruh, are you
The
white?
thing that I wanted to get across was
Are you white?
Trump is just the
That's some
businessman
white
in the
people
White
shit.
House. That's what I'm trying to get across.
What
There's a businessman in the White House trying to do business,
are you?
and he's
Are
got
you?
problems.
And
Okay.
failing, and absolutely failing. Um,
You married to your mama.
who's faking their
What?
orgasms? That's what Hillary said. I'm just
You
telling you.
you bought your
Never,
mama in a
never
lab.
fake an orgasm. But why are we even on that
Okay,
subject?
Oh,
buddy.
you're right. You
called
can't
you
fake
and I was
something that
really
you've never
diligent.
experienced. That is true. You can't fake something that you've never experienced.
But I called in because I was due diligence about the aspect of Trump, and he's not doing bad for America. We just need to give time on everything. And if everybody would just sit back and just wait, it's going to be okay.
Can you tell me one of Trump's successful businesses?
No, because what does he have? Trump Towers? No, I know the guy filed bankruptcy like 3 or 4
He
times,
said
right?
no.
I mean,
So you think
no, I
an
can't tell you.
unsuccessful
I can't tell
businessman
you.
is what
I
we
can't tell
needed
you.
for America? Okay,
I'm just being
cool.
honest,
That's
but
what you said.
just because you have
Like
a
you
failed
being real
business doesn't mean
honest.
you're failed. I mean,
It,
look at Apprentice. I mean, the
he's
Apprentice,
not
that didn't
successful.
fail, did it?
Yeah, I did. It's off
But it
the
was a
air.
great show, right? The Apprentice, it was a
Who
great
by
show, right?
who said that? If it was so great, it would still be on.
Yeah, it ended well before he ran for president too.
Well, I don't think he can. I don't think he can be president. The Apprentice. I don't think he can do
It
that. But
ended before he ran for president. Well before,
well,
like,
he actually was questioned, and he said he wasn't going to be president. And I don't know what happened, but he just all of a sudden, decided to run for office. But he bought the presidency. He bought the
and
presidency.
I don't understand why
I
somebody would
will
say
agree.
that's a good thing. Like,
I
cool.
will honestly say that. He
All
bought
right,
the
here,
presidency.
can I challenge you on something real quick?
Sure.
Okay,
I'm 58. Challenge me.
awesome. Aside from Donald Trump's shitty mouth and the dumb stuff that he says, I want you to criticize something that he's done in his current term of presidency. And I want you to make it a full sentence. I criticize Donald Trump because of X, Y, and Z. Include his name in the sentence that you make.
I'm thinking. Just give me a second.
Yeah, no problem.
No, he's done several things. The Clorox thing, because I'm medical, and you don't put that. You can't put that. You can't drink Clorox. So he said a stupid comment about Clorox.
Oh, sorry. I
Um,
don't know if you misheard what I said, but you can't include the stupid shit that he says. I want you to criticize
Oh.
an action that he's done since he's been in this term of presidency. And also not include the shit that he says. Because everybody can agree he says stupid shit.
That's going to be hard because maybe I haven't been paying attention, but I have, but I just haven't.
You have or you haven't?
Well, the Iran thing, he has said a few
Now we're
things
back to Iran. Okay.
regarding the Iran thing.
Not his
And
words. We're already starting off bad if you say the words. I want you to criticize his actions, an action that he's taken since he's been in the office of presidency. This term, not including his words. An action. Words are words.
Did he fire Elon Musk did he take him out of
No, I'm
his position?
99% sure Elon quit. Also, his time was expiring.
Yeah, it was quit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the thing is I thought it was the other way around. He just said, no, you're not doing the job. But no, I can't think of anything. So what does that make me?
Oh my goodness.
No, I can't think of anything. No,
so you're not paying attention.
Well, I am, but I'm enjoying my wife and my life. And check my channel. I just make YouTube with my dog.
No, we don't self-promote here. You got to ask for permission for that. So you're temporarily muted, but we'll.
I don't want to know what you do with that.
Yeah, no self-promotion unless you ask for permission first.
I'm not asking, but I don't pay attention to politics unless it's on the evening news.
Which news channel do you watch by chance?
There's NBC mostly, but no, I really don't pay attention. I've got grandparents and parents that paid attention to the 6 p.m. news, and all of a sudden the news became a 4 p.m. news and a 5 p.m. news and a 6 p.m. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be like them. So I don't really watch the news.
So why would you call a political show?
Because I do stream, my dog, and I do like streaming on YouTube or watching, and when I came across your channel, it just
Did you hit
struck me
subscribe?
as far as Trump. It really felt bad, and I wanted to say that I just support Trump because of the business aspect, and that's
Oh,
all. That's all
okay.
that I meant.
What about him would make you think to support him from the business aspect? I asked you to give me a successful
Because he beat the
business.
Republicans, the Democrats. He put them to shame, and he took
Stop
them
yelling at me.
to the. No, I'm sorry, but he took the politics out of it, and he treated the business. He said, if you're not going to do your job, you're fired, and he's fired a lot of people, even in the government. And
Actually, this is
this is
his
what we
probably
needed.
slow. Oh, you're just talking about regular employees who haven't done anything. Okay, cool. As far as his administration, only 5 people have left from actual position of authority. Since he's been there, minus the BLS who wasn't appointed by him. So I guess technically 6 if you include her. But even then, like currently with his new administrator over the Bureau of Labor Statistics, still the numbers aren't favoring him. So I'm surprised that guy
I'm a
still has
medical
a job.
person. I'm a medical
You're a
person.
medical
But you
person?
know what? My taxes, I'm like less than 15% because of Trump. My taxes are great because of Trump. I pay a lot of. I pay taxes, but as far as what the Trump administration is, being married and everything, we pay less than 15%, which is great. The Trump administration offers, as far as the tax benefits and stuff, it's great.
How was your
I'm in middle
taxes
class.
in
I'm middle class.
yeah, so was most people. How
I'm
were your taxes in the last administration?
in Biden.
Yeah.
I mean, I, it wasn't that much difference.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What tax plan were
It
we
wasn't that
under
much difference.
between what tax plan were we under between January 20th, 2021 through January 19th, 2025?
I'm just saying that's one aspect of what the administration
Oh.
does, and it's okay. But as far as taxes, but we're talking overall. Biden,
Uh-huh.
you
Huh?
don't see him. You don't see him going
I don't know.
and challenging Iran. You don't see that.
Yeah, and so probably because there was no need.
Probably
They
because
weren't an
of
imminent. There was zero need.
Thank you, Ari.
yeah.
Why are we
I
even
just want
there?
to steal their oil and get out of there. That's it. I just want to steal their oil. But
Why?
they have uranium, and the uranium is a problem. And that
Oh,
seems to
Who
be the
you know they
allowed?
issue
also
about
got
uranium.
vibranium too. Did you know that? They also got
Well, the
vibranium there
lab
too. Did
guy,
you hear
I
about
know
that?
how to make I know how to make an atomic bomb, and it's easy. But you got to have
Yeah.
the
Did you
right
hear about that
ingredients.
though? They found the vibranium there. That's what Trump said.
Yeah, but you know what? I have a personal thing. My uncle was in
Oh,
Iran,
I mean, if you
and he was
got
one
a
of the.
personal thing, you should probably take care of it.
No. I'm just saying. No, the Iranian government. 79, there was a problem. I go back to 79. My uncle was actually there, and he
79.
tried to
And
get out of
sir, and in
Iran.
1983, the United States, sorry, was it 1983 or 1989? I get my years mixed up on that one. But in the 1980s, the United States of America's military, while conducting operations, shot down an Iranian airliner, commercial airliner, and killed over 200 civilians, and over 60 people on that flight were children. And the
And
person who
how
pulled
many
the trigger,
children
and
did Hitler?
the
How many
person who
children did Hitler
pulled the
kill?
trigger got a fucking medal at the end of the day when they came back to the United States of
I
America.
know that is sad. That
Yeah,
is sad. I'm sorry.
bro.
But we can't rewrite history, and we can't fix that. It's already done. And no, I wish I could apologize for America on that, but I can't.
Yeah, we also funded Saddam Hussein in Iraq in order to have an 8-year war between Iran and Iraq. Like, we are not great. Like,
No, Bush administration was the worst. And
that was
yeah, that was
Reagan.
Republican.
That was
And
Reagan.
I'm so sad to be part
That
of
was Reagan. That was the early
Oh,
1980s.
Reagan?
That was
Yeah,
Reagan.
I was alive, but I don't know. Wait, did I vote for Reagan? Yeah. No, that was
And George
before.
H.W. Bush vehemently said, I will not apologize for any actions that the United States of America does. Like yeah. Bush was shit. Like I agree. I'm just saying that was Reagan.
Ladies, how can we make you happy? I just want y'all to be happy.
You
I am happy.
asked your
Like,
wife? Have you asked your wife this question?
What do you want me to ask?
How can you make her happy? Say, Mom,
Mom,
how can I make you happy?
she's right here. Mom. She's not responding.
that happens a lot.
I cooked 2 ribeye steaks. We're fine. We're enjoying the afternoon in Texas. It's a 70 degrees. We went fishing for a little bit. Got one bite, but I didn't get a fish.
Well, I think you should
But-
I think you should go focus on your mom and have a good rest of your evening and maybe get caught up a little bit more on politics and really think about the question that I asked you, which find an action that Donald Trump has taken that you can criticize that's not his mouth.
Who are we voting for in 28? Who are we voting for?
Are you not voting are you not voting this November?
No, but who are we voting for? I mean,
Sir, the candidates are not out yet. The candidates are not out yet. We got to get past the midterms.
Who are you supporting?
That's a good point. I think
Let me just
Hillary,
ask.
I think Queen V would support this. What would make us happy is ending racism. The candidates aren't out for 2028. We got to get past the 2026 midterms. So, real quick before I
But does that
move
change
on,
America?
why?
Does that change America?
Okay. Why is it so hard for MAGA to understand that lowering taxes is not necessarily a good thing? How the hell is your government supposed to pay for anything without tax revenue? That's also a good point. Steve, it's been interesting. Go hang out with your mom. That was interesting. Yeah, that
He said, Mom,
that was something. I'm
Lord.
not entirely sure what that was. I am slightly perturbed. Okay, guys,
Yeah.
really quickly. If you are new here and you haven't hit that follow or that subscribe button, go ahead and do it now. I do host lives 5 to 4 days a week. Today we've got the amazing Queen V Lee. If you want to see her channel, it is linked in the description over on the YouTube. And also follow Bill, who's going to get a shout out because he also sent $2 to say, I'm watching from here to get used to it. I got you, Bill. I see you. Comment again so I can do a blue thing. You'll understand when it happens. Anyway. Also, we only have $8 left in the live goal. I think that should be really easy to clear out if you guys just do a dollar train. If just 8 people sent $1, we'd clear this out. It'd be done. So,
Oh, yeah.
and then I can make sure people get paid. But we do have.
Run that train. Run that train.
Yes.
Oh.
No, yeah. Run the trains through. Also, guys, I hate to be mean to y'all over on TikTok, but y'all are not tapping the screen. I put up a live gift goal that I just wanted to see because I haven't seen this one before. It should go over Queen's head too. But you're way behind on the likes for where we're at and already on the show. You should have already been at 125,000 likes and you're lacking. I need you guys to step it up. I love you. Hi, Marina. Okay. But we do have Michael from Illinois on the line. You read Dean sent 2. Thank you for his $2 train. Choo choo.
Hi.
Choo choo. Okay. Neely with 5 for choo choo as well. So choo choo. We need $1. $1.
Okay, period.
Okay, we're gonna bring up Michael though. Hi, Mike. How are you?
How are you?
Doing well. I lost my train of thought.
I'm calling. I want you to explain how Trump is ruining America.
You're awesome.
Sure. Primarily, I believe that by violating articles and amendments of the United States Constitution, utilizing the baseline
What articles
of our
has
society.
he violated?
Well, if you would let me finish, because I'm still explaining this. violating articles and amendments of our United States Constitution is shitting on our American history. And I think it's probably one of the most American things that you can do to speak out against the government. And Donald Trump says you shouldn't be able to speak negatively about him. And that's direct flies in the face of the First Amendment. As far as articles that he's violating, we can just start with Article 1.
What's that?
It lays out the
He's
powers
trying
of
to he's
Congress.
trying to clean America up. He's trying to get all the immigrants out of here.
Okay.
Am I right?
He's not doing very well.
He's not doing very well. He's trying. Do you know the last four letters of Democrat?
I also try to grow, but it doesn't work for me.
What's the last four letters of Democrat?
The last four?
Democrats. The last four letters of Democrat.
He forgot the S. He forgot the S. He needed to say it again.
Yeah.
Can you tell me the last four letters of Democrats?
Oh, because before you just said Democrat, and that would just make it crat.
Yeah, the last four letters of Democrats. Can you tell me what it is?
Your ass?
I don't know. Only if you tell us if you
Rats.
know.
It's rats.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Spell it out.
Do you know the Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin
The
Man?
last four letters of Democrats
How
is
many
rats.
sheets of the
I heard
wind?
you.
How many sheets to the wind are you right now?
I will never vote Democrat a day in my life.
That just puts you in a
Okay.
box where you are choosing not to learn or see anything different, and I actually feel sorry for you on that one.
How many
Hey.
more days you got?
What do you guys think about Bill Clinton?
He's
Like in
creepy.
what ways?
He was a sexual predator.
Yeah, I just said he's creepy.
Yeah, it takes
He
one to
was
know
a
one,
sexual
right?
predator, right? And he was a Democrat, right?
And you voted for one. So, yeah, you're doing real good on that high horse right now.
I didn't vote for a Democrat.
No, you voted for a sexual predator.
No, I didn't vote for a Democrat. Sorry. I voted for Donald Trump.
Sorry. Yes. And Donald Trump, right, on, what was it, Access Hollywood, is caught on tape saying, I don't even
No,
wait. I
he's
just
not
move
caught
on them
on
like
tape.
they're a
That was
bitch. And I grab
make-believe.
them. I just kiss
That was
them. I don't wait for
make-believe,
permission.
ma'am.
It's his voice. It's his whole voice. How uncomfortable does me
That was
saying this make you?
make-believe, ma'am.
Hold on.
That was
Hold
make-believe.
on. Let me finish this. And I hate saying this. I am literally quoting Donald Trump right now. I don't even wait. I move on them like a bitch and I grab them by the pussy. I don't even wait. How uncomfortable does that make
What
you?
news do you watch? What news do you watch?
I don't watch my news. I read it.
You read it.
Slay.
What news do you read?
All of them.
Do you read the real news?
Yeah,
Newsmax is the real news. Stop listening to Fox. Stop listening to CNN. You know what I'm saying? Stop it, okay?
Yeah. Let's
the real
see
news
how.
is Newsmax.
Yeah, they're so real that they are rated they are rated a low factuality. So they're so real, they're unfactual.
So you're saying our country is in worse shape now than it was under the Biden administration?
Oh, we're doing great. I thought we were talking about Newsmax. Okay. No,
Are you saying that our country is better now than it was under the Biden and Clinton administration and the Obama?
Biden, Clinton.
Dude, I was like 5 when Clinton was president. So I don't fucking remember that shit. Like,
You
I don't know
don't
how
remember-
we were doing in
You
the
don't
90s.
remember Clinton, the pedophile?
Again, Clinton's creepy. I already said that. Again, like,
Yeah.
also, to be clear, Clinton is the only president that has ever left the United States debt with a surplus. As shitty of a human being he is, and I don't even like him, and he can fuck all the way
Biden
off
was a
if
predator,
he's
too.
actually okay. All right, Michael, you're hearing a beep because I just put you on mute because I can't take it. Like, you interrupting me every 2 seconds. All right, so we'll explain this to you. Okay. Clinton was a piece of shit. The one good thing that I know that he did, and this is all I'm going to give him credit for, is he left office with a fucking surplus. Other than that, he's stupid. He cheated on his wife. He also made it so his wife didn't have much of a voice while she was the first lady, which actually effectively made it so she couldn't make any kind of policy suggestions to Congress, which was a complete disservice to the entire country, especially when she campaigned for him running on universal health care, which would have helped our country so far into today. So yeah, no, he did a disservice by quieting his wife in the political the political field. She didn't have enough time to actually go to Congress, talk to them, effectuate policy in that regard, and I think that was a complete disservice to the world, right? Hey, right? So yeah, he's creepy. I don't fucking like him. Okay? The other thing he did was demonize immigrants, just like all of y'all did, with 2 bills that he passed in 1996. However, there were good parts of those bills. Give them that. But otherwise, they demonized immigrants. For example, I'm sure you didn't know this, but states cannot receive 1 penny in reimbursement for any money that they choose to pay out of their state coffers to cover any kind of social programs for undocumented immigrants. That's been a law since 1996. But again, Bill Clinton wrote 2 bills that demonized the immigrant population. Cool. Yeah, we've already established we don't like Clinton. How about we just stick to somebody that's more relevant and not someone from 30 years ago? I don't know. Are you capable of that?
What about George Bush?
What
George
about
Bush
George
was
How long-
also
Bush?
stupid. Now watch
how-
Now watch
How,
this
how long
drive.
did they have us over in Iraq?
Now watch
killing
this
our
drive.
Iraq.
Yeah, no one again. Why do we have to go back for 20 years? Like, why do we need to go back 20 years? Why do we need to go back 10 years? Why can't we stick with, I don't know,
But you
the
guys want
last
to
6
talk about
years?
Trump being in Iran, and he's trying to make America great again. We're not going to be in Iran
service.
very long at all,
Look at God.
and everything's going to be fixed.
He the
Are
one
you
that went up
okay?
over there.
Huh?
You ain't never heard this term, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. He the one that went up over there in
Yeah.
people business.
But we should have been past
Shoulda.
president should have sent us to Iran a
Why?
long time ago.
No,
fix
they
that.
shouldn't have. No, we were busy. We were
He was
busy.
busy doing what?
We were busy. Wasn't there
You was
a
busy
Wasn't there a war
messing with
before
little
then?
children.
Wasn't there a war before then? Weren't we just in a war?
So you was busy messing with little children
Are
because
you
you're a
not listening?
pedophile.
Are you not listening?
What the
Are you not
fuck?
listening?
Just like Joe Biden.
He's talking about himself.
It sounds
We were
like it. That
already
was some
busy.
projection.
We were already busy, but we were in a WAR.
What about
before then.
Obama? What did he do for our country?
Wasn't there an active
Nothing.
conflict? You didn't hear about the
Nothing.
JCPOA? He got you health care that you don't use,
Ain't that the truth?
He got me health care.
that you don't use.
I don't need his health care. Sorry.
You need some
Oh,
health care.
interesting.
I could tell.
I don't need his health care.
And health care.
Oh my God. Hey, Trump.
I mean, you're
This is-
trying really hard. You're
2028.
failing.
Remember.
What about Biden?
It doesn't work like that. You don't understand the Constitution, but I know you don't read.
You fucking
Yeah.
liberals are fucking retarded.
Okay,
So
that's
then
how you
I-
ended
I'm
last
done.
time. Got it. That's how
This
you
is the
got
same
kicked off.
person?
Yeah, apparently
This
he
the
called a
same
month
person?
ago. A month ago. That's how we got kicked
They
last
always
time.
go to ableism,
They do.
right?
Yeah, but I can tell you why you're a 3 times Trump voter. Like, guys, let's be clear. I don't really care about bringing up Trump's bullshit, but my issue is when callers like Mike here say things like Bill Clinton creeped on people and we agree with him, and then he's like, you voted for a sexual predator. Like, no, I didn't because I couldn't vote for him. Or you supported one. No, I didn't because I don't support him, but you voted for a sexual predator be in office. And then you ignore the fact that he said these with his own words.
Right.
So
Like, how old do you think I am? No disrespect, but I couldn't vote.
yeah. Like I was a kid. Like
I was like an infant.
I can name on one hand how many times I voted for the office of the president. So it's like it's real small.
Okay. I haven't really had a lot of opportunities. So,
At all. Insane. Kevin, I dropped your call because for some reason you weren't showing up to my screener. So if you call back, you'll get screened. So hopefully if you'd seen for some reason, but I think this is the person that asked a question in the chat, and I told them I didn't believe this, so this might be a short conversation.
oh,
I don't know how to pronounce your name, so can you please say it?
Yes. Hello. My name is Tushan.
Tushan. Okay.
Tucson.
I
Full
didn't I
voices.
didn't know how to pronounce it,
Sorry.
and I didn't want to muck it up, so
No, you're
No,
good.
that's completely fine. It gets mucked up all the time. So, yeah, I made the comment. I do go by the name of Tushine. So I asked the question in the chat about the American flag being associated with being a Trump supporter.
I don't associate it
And
with that.
no, but
Mm.
somebody, like one of the hosts said, like, that's an odd question. I
Yeah, that was
want to
me.
know the reasoning behind that.
No, because
Why
like I'm
is
not
that an
saying
odd
that.
question?
Yeah, I think it's weird, and I always say this to anybody that does this, right? I think it's weird for people in general to associate the American flag with simply Trump supporters, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
I think
Mm-hmm.
that they more show deference to the United States. I honestly, I think it's weird that the United States pledge is to a flag, or our national anthem is to a flag. I think that's odd, to be honest. Every other country's like national anthem is about patriotism to the country itself and not to a flag. It's just something that I feel. So I feel like it's odd to ask,
Mhm.
how can the American flag be pointed, like make somebody a Trump supporter? Just because it's
Mhm.
not something that I believe in. So it's odd to
Mm-hmm.
me because I can't wrap my
Okay.
brain why anybody would think that.
Well,
Okay.
if I can
Okay. So
answer, I can answer you, caller. For me, though, I might
yes,
be
yes, please.
suspicious. I might be
Say
suspicious,
that
though.
again. I'm sorry. Say
I
that
might be
again.
a
I
little
couldn't hear you.
suspicious. I might be a little suspicious. Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes,
I might
ma'am.
be a little suspicious, only in this day and age, but I wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
outright assume it off rip that they're a Trump supporter. Now, it may lead me to do a little bit more digging, just out
Mm-hmm.
of
Yes, ma'am.
personal self-preservation as a Black,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because if I see, American flag, then I'm going to dig a little deeper. Is it American flag there because maybe you served our country? That could be a reason. Or is American flag there for other reasons? I don't know, but it might just be, okay, where is this American flag going? But I'm not going to go right immediately like, oh, they're immediately a Trumper because American flag is there. Now, if there's a blue
Yes, ma'am.
line in the American flag, now that's a little different. Now we're looking at other things. Are there missing stars? So, for
Mm-hmm.
me, there's like alerts, but I'm not immediately going to be like, yeah, that's a Trumper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because,
It's
you
more
know,
when they wear the flag with Trump's face on it, then it's like, oh,
yeah.
Trump supporter, obviously. And it's very
Okay.
similar to
Right.
like it is suspicious to, and the real reason why I say it, also TikTok, I'm gonna need y'all to be tapping that screen a lot more. Thank you. You guys
Because
only
she's
moved,
serious.
yeah, you guys only moved 20,000 likes in 15 minutes. We're not doing it. Anyway, sorry.
I'm going to start tapping.
I think it. We also go off of a moment of caution when I see somebody wearing like the letters from the United States Constitution, "We the people," because
Mm-hmm.
they
Yes.
typically only take it to mean themselves and not the other party. And the reason why is because of Donald Trump. So I'm
Okay. Well,
saying that left wing lunatics.
that's kind of foolish of you to make that assumption.
That's fine. No,
Why
I
do
just
you
said I'm
make that
wary.
assumption?
I don't make an assumption that they automatically support Trump. I said I'm wary of them.
No, but it's still foolish of you to be wary of that
Is it foolish of
without
me to be
having
wary
a
around? Let
without
me ask you
having a
this.
civil conversation about it.
Sure, let me ask this. Is it
Mm-mm.
foolish of
Yes, ma'am.
for me as a woman to be wary of an unknown man? in a room or on a street.
What if it was a woman wearing that shirt?
I
Yeah,
would
still
still question
nervous.
it, but I'm just asking you, should
Hell
I,
yeah.
is it foolish for me as a woman to be wary of an unknown man on the street?
No.
Okay.
Why would you be wary of that?
Why would I be wary of which part?
An unknown man on the street.
Why? Because I don't
You
know what
walking by
what
a
those
random man,
thoughts.
you're wary of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
98% of all sexual violence that is perpetrated within the United States of America is committed by men.
And so what's the suicide rate of men?
It's
I don't
higher
know, ask
because men
them.
don't seek mental help. They don't go to doctors enough. They don't go to therapy. Therapy is for weak-minded individuals, according to them. It's literally men
Absolutely
have
it is.
hurt themselves, and they're the ones that drive up their rate of suicide because they are not looking to seek help that they need. It's emasculine in order to go seek
Mm-hmm.
therapy.
Okay, let's circle back. Let's stay on topic about the flag. Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
So why does one of the hosts mentioned about being black
Yes,
and
I am.
having the flag being like racist.
I didn't say that. You're saying that. So
what about
you're
being
the first
black?
person to enter. You're the first person to enter the word race or
So
racist
no,
into the
you mentioned
conversation.
racist in the previous calls. You
In
mentioned
the
like
previous
racism.
call,
Okay, so
No, actually, I'm the
the-
one
how
that
are
said,
you?
in
So,
no,
no,
hold on, I gotta correct. No, I gotta correct you. I gotta
Don't come
correct
at
you.
me.
How
No,
are
no,
you
no.
oppressed?
No, no,
How
no.
are you oppressed in this
Nope.
How am
country
I
I
have to,
with the
oppressed?
American flag?
wow,
Do you know how
sorry.
many black people died
Sir.
for that
You're
American flag?
racist.
Do
Tushawn,
you know
You
of
want me to really
William H.
educate
Carney?
you?
Do you know
Do
of
you want me to
Lou
educate
Hayes?
you? Hold on.
Yeah, no.
Let me educate you.
Liberty further
You don't know what you're
extended.
talking
Do you
about.
know
So the
about
only reason why the United States is even a country is because a slave owner went to Britain with their slave. I believe it was Somerset versus something else was the case. And when he got there with his slave, the enslaved person got his freedom. And then the slave owner came back and he was like, oh no, other whites, they might outlaw slavery for us, and we need to hold on to all of our blacks. We can't risk losing our blacks. So then that encouraged them to start, I don't know, seeking a separation from the British crown. Right, go look it up. So the reason that you may believe about what the Boston Tea Party, where they dressed up as indigenous people and they're like, no taxation without representation, that's the fairy tale. I like to call that the white lie, to tell y'all as to the reason why, the United States exists. No, the reason why is literally because y'all wanted to hold on to your property, which is why I'm going to guess you're a libertarian, because you got triggered with the We the People 1776, because you probably really like your private property. And that original private property right were my ancestors, enslaved Africans. Okay, I know my history. You're not going to tell me my history. And the blood that was spilled the most on this land that was sacred is indigenous people's blood.
okay.
Okay, Pumpkin?
Tushawn, I'm going to unmute you now because you wouldn't stop interrupting. And also, before I actually unmute you, I want to clarify that the only person that brought up racism was me reading a highlighted message from my Twitch chat from Hillary that said, in a response to being asked, what would make us women happy, is Hillary said, what would make us happy is to end racism. And I was reading a comment and I even said, Hillary said this. It wasn't said by Queen.
Period. But I agree. And
Okay.
here he goes.
Yeah, now
okay,
you're
awesome.
unmuted.
No. So what makes you think I'm not black? I don't know the black history.
I didn't ask.
No, you said you specifically said you don't know my history.
Yeah, you don't.
So you're under the presumption, you're making the assumption that I'm not black.
What's
I
all my
happen to be
races?
black, ma'am.
What are
I
all my
happen to be
races?
black, and I'm a proud patriot.
What are all my races? What are all my races?
So, and no, and that's completely
You're making
fine.
the assumption that I'm only black.
That I'm
What
not
else
only
am
black
I?
either.
Yeah, so
I'm not. You
we're in the
specifically
same
said
pickle,
that
bud.
you
Yeah,
don't
you
know
don't know
my
all my
black
history.
history.
You don't know all my history. You
You
don't
don't
know all
know
my
all
culture
of
and all my
mine either.
history. Yeah,
So
so you
how
tried to get a
so
gotcha.
so how
You
do
tried to
we?
get a gotcha where the gotcha wasn't there. What are all
I
my
got
races?
you.
What are all my
I'm sorry.
races?
Say that again.
What are all my races?
What's that?
Since you know my culture, what are all of my races? I'm multiracial. Tell me my races since you assumed.
So am I. You specifically said in a previous comment that you don't know my black history. Did you not say that?
I didn't say black
No.
history. I
She
didn't
said
say black
she
history.
doesn't know.
I'm saying
She
it
said no,
respectfully.
no. She said she doesn't
Okay.
know your
Okay. Go
history,
ahead.
but she knows her history. She said, I know my history.
You need to circle back. You really need to circle back to that.
I didn't say
I'm being
anything.
respectful.
I didn't
I'm
say
being respectful
anything
to you, lady.
about.
No,
I
you're not.
didn't say anything about black history. I said you're not going to tell me about my history. So since you know so much about me, tell me all of the races that I have.
So you
I'm
tell me.
multiracial. Tell me.
You tell me about all
No,
the
you made
races
the
I have.
assumption. No, you made the
No,
assumption.
you
I didn't make
made
an
the
assumption
assumption.
about you.
You were the
No,
one that made the
no,
assumption.
no. You made the assumption that I cared about your race. I don't. I said
I
you
don't
don't
care
know
about your race either.
my.
We
Then
can
why'd you
tell.
bring it up?
Because you were the one that brought up race. I didn't bring up a race.
No,
You were
you
like,
brought
oh no,
literally. You brought it up. You brought up racist. You're the one that called
you
in with the
brought up
problem
racist.
about
I didn't
racist.
speak
No, you didn't.
anything
No,
about freaking
sweetheart.
racism.
No, sweetheart. You
Like
called in about the flag because you were triggered by Ari reading a comment that had the word racism in it, sweetie. That's why you called in, sugar cheeks. Okay. You're the only one triggered by it. It's okay. You could be triggered by it. And I'm going to stand on what I said. And if you did know the accurate history, you would have said what I said from the beginning. It's okay.
no, and it's okay too. Who enslaved blacks? It was other blacks. It wasn't the white people.
You're incorrect.
How am I incorrect?
You're incorrect.
How am I incorrect?
You're incorrect.
Even somebody
You're
with like
incorrect.
the lowest level of history knowledge, which you are showing that you don't have, would understand that the reason why black slave owners ever existed is because they bought their own families so that they could be free or not be enslaved by the white people anymore.
Wow, that is. I really appreciate that that statement.
Who created the word cannibal?
Oh, he definitely is going to know this one.
So white people weren't enslaved. Asian people weren't
Who
enslaved.
created the word? Who created the word cannibal?
You tell me. Educate me. Enlighten me.
No, genius. You know so much about this. You should be able to tell me off jump.
No,
since
you're
the expert.
You ladies specifically told me that I am like the lowest level of history knowledge, so enlighten me.
I
Please.
did not say that. You're projecting
It was
a
just
lot
me.
right now. Yeah. I mean, you know
I
so
didn't say
much
you
about the
said it.
Atlantic slave trade. You know, it's like you didn't mention the conquistadors at all. So you never heard of Christopher Columbus? Do you know who the Carib people are?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So who created the word cannibal?
So educate me.
You can't put it together by now, bud.
Educate me.
Wow. Okay. So Christopher Columbus did. Did you not know
Hello,
that?
are you guys still there?
Did you not hear me? I said Christopher Columbus did. Did you not know that?
I heard you just.
Did you
No,
know
no, I
that?
didn't hear you because I heard a chime come in. Did you guys get another $1?
Oh yeah, no.
Oh
See,
no, it's
you
just
wanna
somebody
even
that
make-
once wanted you to be pointed out that stop saying black with an S. We are not laundry. We are people.
Black
Right.
with an S.
Right. So yeah,
Okay.
Christopher Columbus, when he went and he realized that he was coming back to the Spanish crown with
Yes,
absolutely
ma'am.
nothing, he came back with an
Yes,
invented
ma'am.
word from Carib, describing Carib people, which were Caribbean people. He came back with the word cannibal to describe these
Yes,
people,
ma'am.
to
Yes,
make
ma'am.
it appropriate to do the Atlantic slave trade.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So explain to
And
me
what
how it
what
was black
relevance
people
does
who
that
started
have
it.
to like?
Explain to me how it was black people who started it.
So no, explain to me what relevance does that have to only black people being enslaved?
The Atlantic slave trade.
Okay, so what about the Vikings? What about the
You tell
Indians?
me. Why are you bringing up the? Why are you bringing up the Viking? We're talking about the
Indians
Atlantic
had
slave trade. We're talking
slaves.
about chattel
Asians
slavery.
had
We're talking about
slaves.
chattel slavery in the United States.
Slavery has been around way before the United States birth. So I don't understand why. Like I don't understand why like slavery is just tied to black people. I really don't understand.
Now
Me
you're
being a black
pivoting.
person.
Yeah,
You're
that's
pivoting off. You're pivoting off of it because you know that you just got dog walked by me. So stop speaking on things that you don't know
yeah.
and
Have a
go
good
Yep.
learn
one,
your
and
quote unquote history.
yeah, go learn
Okay.
history. Thank
Okay.
you. I'm glad you agreed with the okay. Yes, Hillary, Queen's pay links are in her bio on TikTok. Education is not free. She is getting paid from me. Let me be clear, guys. Like, I am also going to pay her, but you are
And on my
welcome to hit
YouTube.
her.
On my YouTube.
Yes, that's also in her YouTube, which is in the description on both of the platforms. So go hit subscribe on Queen, go hit subscribe on Bill. Both of their links are there, and then come back to the live. If you're new, hit that follow button or subscribe on me. That's funny, Hillary. She just keeps doing highlighted messages, which is great because it's highlights in purple, so I see it on Twitch. But believe it's just Queen V. Queen V. Is it 8?
Queen V Lee. Oh, Queen V Lee 8
Yeah, okay. Queen V Lee
on
8
the
on
green.
green and blue, right?
Queen V Lee just on blue.
Oh, okay.
They had that available on the blue,
Oh, okay.
not on the green.
I feel that one.
Yeah.
It's like I had to change all of my links to having Mermaid
Listen,
RE0 because everything that was
I'm
available
trying to
everywhere.
learn. I'm not as cool as you. I'm trying to get there though.
Hey, Chris just went to Poly Politics official, so so it just helped that.
Excuse me.
Oh, that's a weird fucking comment, Jesus. Okay. Anyways, we have Bobby from California waiting in the queue. Before that, real quick, I want to say thank you to Amy for the 20. Said thank you for all that you do. That cleared out the live goal, so anything extra that comes in for me is just going to be on top of the 100. It does just help spread the love. Also, pay for my vet bill today because there's something going wrong with my cat's eye. It's not cool.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's $700. I
Uh,
was not expecting. But my girls are still getting paid. So, and everybody that sent super chats, we will read them at the end of the show. And we have one more little bonnet. I think that's what it is. In the gift goal. It actually
Artist
says mom's
bonnets.
bonnet. But not like that mom, like the other guy that's married to his mom.
His mom. That was
So weird.
wild.
Yeah.
He said,
All right.
"Mama."
Yeah, mom, like. Okay. We're gonna bring up Bobby.
Bobby.
Hello.
Bobby, are you there?
Yeah. Hi.
Awesome.
Hey, Bobby.
So you didn't vote in 2024. You wanted to, and thank you, Marina, for the 2. I just saw that. You wanted to specifically ask about our viewpoints on Iran.
Yeah. I mean, I was close to voting for Trump, but I didn't vote just because my viewpoints on politics is very. I don't agree with either side, to be honest with you. And
Fair.
my only question to you is, you're debating how Trump is running America into the ground, but my question is for you that, what do you think that politics can even bring to the table nowadays with all the corruption that there is,
Sure.
left or right? Because it doesn't make a difference to me.
Well, then, specifically, we fix the corruption in the system, right? I'm not saying that all corruption can be completely taken out of the equation, but there are steps that we can take in order to fix it, right? Everybody harps on Nancy Pelosi while they forget other people that have defrauded the government themselves. Rick Scott. And so when you look at things like that, one major thing that has been introduced by a Republican in the Senate is the Honest Act, introduced by Josh Hawley, who is still not a great. He's voted very weird in the Senate, and I don't really like his ideas. But that is great because that will stop them from being able to trade stocks, which I think is an important first step in order to try to cut out some of the corruption. The other thing is that we need to hold our Supreme Court justices accountable for all of the shady shit they do, where it's okay. They decide it, right? The conservative majority decided that it's okay for them to get a bribe on the decision that they make as long as they receive the bribe after they've ruled and issued their judgment. We need an
Yeah.
ethics review board, an independent ethic review board to review all three branches of the United States government. So you got to
Yeah,
start with
but
correcting it if that's what you are trying to do, is get the corruption out. We got to start by correcting it from the top.
yeah, I know what you're saying, but we've come, I mean, in the sometime in the 1860s, was it, when Black people gained their rights? We still deal with racism to this day, and I believe it's a psychological operation, a psyop, on the mass population of people by the big corporations, because you'll go from one administration to another, and there's agendas, regardless of whichever administration, to bring about mass like disassociation with either party. I mean, it's just a tit for tat nowadays with the left and right, and
Don't
it's just
disagree with you.
dividing people.
No, I don't disagree with you. There is a point where it has become tit for tat between both parties, and that is an issue. It doesn't help when we're utilizing divisive language in the speeches that are given at from the top.
When I say tit for tat, it's all Hollywood tit for tat in my
Yeah, it's
viewpoint.
showboating. That's what happens when you elect somebody that considers themselves a celebrity. It's a celebrity apprentice, and a showman to the office of the president. Not you specifically, but when someone that is a showman is elected to the office of the president.
Yeah, I get what you're saying about how Trump is that, but I'm speaking in regards to the whole political system.
Cool.
Like,
Tell me what Joe Biden said while he was president that was inherently divisive in nature.
what did Joe Biden say that was? I mean, he said something perverted that I remember in his last
Inherently
administration.
divisive in nature that would split the country into two parts.
I mean, you're so big on child predators. I mean, you could view
You
him
better
as
not.
one with some of
You
his
better
actions,
not. You better
but
not say it.
huh?
I know what you're about to say. Say it. What did he do that was made him that makes you say that? Tell me.
I just said I don't remember exactly, but I had seen a video where he was speaking about something, and it was just weird. It was oddly weird. And he was talking about a little girl or something. I don't remember.
I think he's thinking of RFK, and RFK saying that 65-year-olds junk is more potent than teenage boys,
Right.
Mm,
and that young
mm.
girls are hitting puberty at earlier ages in the same sentence.
But with
Mm-hmm.
him being elected with that administration, the last administration we've had, them knowing he was so close to having, I mean, he basically had Alzheimer's within his presidency. Them
Unless
knowing he
you're
had
an
it,
MD, you don't have the ability to diagnose somebody. And if you were an MD, you would know that you can't diagnose somebody
okay,
without
yeah,
giving
but
them an
we can
actual
use common
evaluation, because
sense as well as people,
that's
correct?
against your Hippocratic oath. So
Yeah, absolutely. As somebody who served in the military, I agree. But as well as that, we can criticize and we can debate
What
for
does that got to do with
ourselves.
anything?
No,
Even I don't even talk about the shit that's going on clearly with Donald J. Trump because it's not my job.
But you are right now.
No, I criticize him for the actions that he takes and the words that he says. I don't criticize him or poke at what appears to be a deteriorating state of his mental health. Just like I didn't do that with Joe Biden, I hold it at the same standard. I'm only bringing that up because you're talking about Joe Biden's mental capacity. I don't make those statements myself. I can't speak for anybody else on that, but I personally don't because I am not a
Well,
medical professional. And even if I was a medical professional, because I have people in my family that are, I do know that it's actually against what they are allowed to do with their medical license to diagnose somebody without actually giving them themselves an evaluation. Watching them on a TV screen does not give you
okay.
enough information to give
Uh,
them a medical evaluation.
yeah, but I mean, I have freedom of speech to speak my mind, and Donald Trump
Cool.
is
And I'm
illegally
basically
as
drawing
well.
that line here. You don't have that freedom of speech to speak your mind at this platform because I personally don't
I
engage in
mean,
that conversation.
I think Donald Trump is a loony as well. So, I mean, if you don't think that I have
Again,
freedom of
I'm
speech,
still
you can
waiting
hang up the
for.
phone.
No,
I'm in
I don't think
Iraq
you
as
know
an
what.
American, and
Hey,
I
what are
don't
the.
agree with the
Let's.
war, but I
That's
also
fine.
don't think that the
What are the
regime
first
there is
five
the
words of the
greatest.
What are the first five words of the First Amendment of the United States Constitution?
I'm not even thinking about that right now.
No, you're talking about your freedom of
Yeah,
speech. What
duh.
are the first five words of the First Amendment of the United States Constitution?
First 5 words.
If you don't know, you can just say I don't know. It's fine.
It has something to do with freedom of speech, freedom of press,
Nope,
assembly.
not even in the first five words at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Yep.
Of the amendment or the First Amendment?
The First Amendment.
The amendment or the First Amendment?
Yeah, it has to do with freedom of speech, freedom of religion, all of that. So I don't know what you're getting at.
Yeah. Congress shall make no law. And there have been multiple Supreme Court rulings that have extended the meaning of the First Amendment to not just be Congress, but any branch of government at any level. So it extended it from all the way to the federal, so that includes the President of the United States, all the way down to the state level, being the governor, the Attorney General, their state legislator, things like that.
What does that
So
have to do with your freedom of speech?
am I Congress or in any position of government?
Thank you.
What? I'm
Am I
asking
in
you.
Congress or any position of government?
You can't question what? I'm
Am
Oh
not,
my
I'm
gosh.
speaking my mind on the mental health of our candidates, presidents that we've had.
Ari, I get it. I get it. Hold
But
up.
you're speaking on the First Amendment and whatnot. Those are two
Yeah,
different
do you
things.
know what the
But okay.
Constitution is between, it's between who and who? Who are the two parties involved in the Constitution?
Constitution. I don't really know, but I do believe in the
Okay.
Constitution.
So what branch of the armed services did you serve?
Army.
Okay. And are you still active duty?
No.
Okay. And where do you swear your oath to?
Where do I swear my oath to?
Yeah.
The Constitution of the United States. That's what I swore my oath to when I entered into the military.
Okay. So let's do this together. And you're in your MOS 11B?
No, I never said it was an 11B, and I'm not here
I was just
for
guessing. You're
lesson
giving
on the
11B.
Constitution. I'm here to debate on
You're giving 11B
the
right now.
things.
Okay,
I'm
so
here to
repeat
debate
after
on
me.
the things that are going
No,
on
let's
in
do
the
it
world.
together. Let's go line for line. Okay. I, Queen V. Lee, do solemnly swear or affirm that I, next line.
Go ahead.
That's you.
Because I'm
You do the
not
next line.
here to say it with you.
Oh, because you don't know it.
No, I'm just not here to say it with you. I told you that.
Because you're capping. For the simple fact that you swore your oath to the Constitution and you don't realize that the Constitution is between the government and citizens.
I was going to say that. It is between the people and the
Oh,
government.
you were gonna say that. You were gonna say that.
Yeah.
So it
Dude, it's been so long
is
since I've read the
Audie
Constitution, whereas it's as if you're
is
trying to
Audie?
test
I'm
me right
sorry.
now.
I'm sorry. I'm
I didn't
speaking.
come here
Is
to take
Audie?
a
I'm
pop
sorry.
quiz on
Okay, I'm
the.
cool. That's what's up. Yeah, you don't know it. Is Audie and myself, are we Congress?
That beep was you coming off mute. Are we Congress
Are you Congress? No.
or the government?
Okay.
No. You're the
Are we
people.
state or
Oh.
even federal government?
No, we're just people.
Okay, great. So when you said you say it's your, because we got down this road because you said it's your freedom of speech to speak on what you perceived as the health of a former president, and I said not on my platform, and you continued
Thank
on
you.
because this is a private platform. Your freedom of speech, while it's allowed at my leisure.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's allowed at your leisure until it's
It is.
not
Thank
in
you.
your favor.
Yeah, I just clicked off on that one. It is. Thank you. I like that. That's it. That's all you need to know. End book close. Like
I
that
wouldn't have
was.
had to embarrass you unless you would have just answered her question.
It's
So
the
I'm just
simplest
saying.
way. And yeah, Monica, I know. I read what you said, and yes, I know you do. That's why I was like, I don't care about what anybody else says. Anybody else wants to do whatever they want on their own platform, as long as you're just not showing, your parts. We're good. That's for a different platform. These are where our platforms, our children reside. Don't do it on here.
Not the
So
chat giving the whole oath right now.
yeah, they are. Let's see. We're gonna do that. Turn that off. We do have. Let's see. Okay. There's a lot that still come through over in super chats. I promise, guys, I am going to read through them. But friendly reminder, if you are new here and you haven't already hit that follow button or that subscribe, do it now. Then also, if you are watching on YouTube, go to the description, click on Queen's link, go hit subscribe, come back, click on Bill's link, go hit subscribe, come back, and then continue watching the show. You said uphold. That's funny. Yeah. Oya got it wrong though, because she guessed that it was the Marines. Also, side note, guys, I still have to get my setup correct for it, but tomorrow we'll be doing a completely different kind of live. Queen will be there. Oya in the chat will be there. Mia, y'all saw her, yes, Monday, will be there. And Monica's TBD. But we are going to be going over a specific congressional candidate out of the state of Florida. And it will only be done on TikTok, Twitch, and the landscape version of YouTube. So I don't expect a lot of traction. We are just doing it to go over at something that is just a little bit crazy. It's a little bit bonkers, to be honest. So you come in and watch it. That's just a preview for tomorrow. I don't know even how to make the thumbnail for. I haven't even thought about making that thumbnail. I need to figure out how to make that thumbnail. Anyways,
Oh my gosh, I got a new photo too.
send it.
Okay.
Sorry. Oh, okay. This I think is more geared because they probably went to your page, and I'm gonna laugh a little bit about this one. Chris asks,
What?
Ari, how do you feel working with someone that doesn't like white women? It doesn't offend me. And that's.
I didn't say I didn't like white women.
I know, like she
I'll tell you why
said.
y'all the problem though.
Well, Chris is a white man, so.
Well, don't look at the other video because it says it's time to give up on y'all.
Yeah, like the fact that you just saw the thumbnail and you didn't watch the video says a lot. And then that was your understanding from the thumbnail because you didn't look at it.
So actually, y'all can make bread. I said the white women, y'all can definitely make bread and butter. I don't mind that.
I also, like work with people that voted for Trump. Like
listen, you guys can make the white men. Okay. There's strategy behind this. Trust me, come by, check it out. Actually, it's watch it. Watch it. You'll be surprised. I'm trying to talk to white women, but for some reason only white men were talking to me
all the time.
So follow me. W bread, Skull Kid. Yes.
I love
W
this
bread.
one. Chat GPT watched it for me and said it was racist. Yeah, I'm sure Chat GPT in 2.5 seconds watched an entire 2 hour and 33-minute video and told you it was racist because not only do you not understand what racism is, but neither does Chat GPT. And did you tell Chat GPT to lie to you or be mean to you? Because if not, then I don't trust it. Anyways, we have.
And I can't be racist. My shoes are white.
I'm the token white. It's okay.
Hello.
Duh,
My
that's what I'm
chairs are
actually here.
white.
That's
I
actually
have
what I'm here
white
for.
chairs. So
Cook.com.
white.
Yeah, Jay. We have Kevin in Texas. He did not vote, but he supports Trump.
Can he vote?
Yeah, that's a good question. Hi, Kevin. Are you there? Knock, knock. Hello? In fairness, Kevin was waiting for 35 minutes, so I probably would have set my phone down, put it on mute, and walked away too. I am not even going to fault him for that. Okay.
Kevin said, I'm busy.
I'm busy, yeah. Like, I don't even fault him. Shoes are evil. Why? Because they are the only inanimate object that has a soul. Do you get that? It goes two ways, right? One, it has a soul inside of it when you're wearing them, but it also has a soul. Okay, it's a good joke.
Down,
I didn't come up with that joke, Cheeky. That was all Aslan, W. Aslan for the joke. Okay, Garrett is calling in from North Carolina and has a question for you, Queen.
Oh,
I
snap.
do.
What I do to you? What I do to you, Garrett?
No, you didn't do anything, but I'm curious as me, myself, I am a part black, Puerto Rican, and white person. How do you feel supporting the Democrat Party that, one, fought to keep slavery, and two, a big one, World War One, one of the best fighting forces in the U.S. military was a black unit out of New York City that was granted the privilege to walk across the line.
He only just watched the Netflix documentary this week when it was released.
Yes, that was part of it. That walked across the line during World War One.
He never heard about it before because history books are racist.
No. I'm a Marine. I'm a Marine. I know the facts. And they walked across the line, which when the black troops came back home were significantly what's the word that I
not well
use?
Received?
No, yeah, not well received from the Democrat Party. Like, how do you feel about that?
You mean by America as in total?
No,
no, it was
you,
by
her,
America in totality. No, I'm correcting you on something.
Her.
No, hold on.
I'm asking her.
I know you are, and I'm not responding. I'm not responding to your question.
I want her to
no,
talk.
Speaking for her.
Okay, Garrett, I did mute you because here's what it is. I'm correcting your part of the question that was wrong on the basis. Again, like, I'm not answering it. I'm going to let Queen answer it. But you said it specifically the Democratic Party didn't receive them well. No, it was America as a whole that didn't receive it well. So, and also you should really try to learn the difference between progressives and conservatism, and then look at what the party policies were back in the early 1900s versus post 1965.
That part.
Anyways. Yeah, now you're unmuted.
He didn't hear anything that you said.
No, he didn't.
Yeah. So when did World War I end? Garrett, or was it Greg?
Am I off of mute?
I literally told you were unmuted.
When did World War I end?
I'm pretty sure it was 1918.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have a problem supporting this Democratic Party.
Ouch. Okay.
Yeah. You want me to expand, or was that it?
No, that's all right.
Yeah, I figured
I
because
I can get yelled at by the white chick.
you want the white lady to yell at you, so
Yeah,
you're not
I
black.
like her.
I don't
Well, I
yell at
am,
people. I
but
just tell
like,
people wow it is.
no, she's not too bad. Like, I like the glasses. She's got that nice little nerdy look to her.
Put your hands on top of the table when you're talking to her.
They are. Oh, they
I
are.
know
Trust
that
me.
do you know about the Mississippi Democratic Party?
Yes.
Okay. So, you know about Fannie Lou Hamer?
The what?
You know about Fannie Lou Hamer?
Whoa. I don't know what that was. It was like a ding ding
You don't
ding
know who
ding.
she is?
Huh?
Why is it every time I go to talk about black people and you guys hear a ding ding ding, you act like you can't hear me? Do you know who Fannie Lou
No,
Hamer is?
Danny who?
Fannie with an F. So you don't
Yeah,
know about the Mississippi Democrat. Okay, you know who that is, right?
I believe so.
If you believe so, then why are you up here asking me idiotic questions?
I'm not.
Yeah, you are. Because if you know
No, I'm
who
not.
she is, you know about the Mississippi Democratic Party, then you know about the party switch, right? Because wasn't it Ulysses S. Grant or whoever that was at the DNC that was extremely racist, that was
Lu-
like this country was made for white men? He said that at
Lu-
the DNC itself, right? And that's when we
Louis
had the
Ulysses S.
redemption.
Grant?
Yeah, I
Ulysses S.
believe
Grant,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
had the
wasn't
redemption period,
I'm
which
pretty
was
sure
after
he was
oh, I'm
against
still talking. What?
he was
No,
he
they
was
had the
against
redemption.
slavery
I'm
though.
still talking. I'm still talking. We
Yeah,
had the
but
they
he
had the
was against
redemption period.
slavery.
How?
Like he was actually against slavery and he married his wife. His wife was the one that was um his wife's family was the one that owned slaves, and Grant, he wasn't about that. And like nobody from Grant's family like attended the marriage because his wife's family were the ones that had slaves.
Okay, but did he marry
No,
her?
he was actually the only president in history to have personally owned the slaves.
Thank
Well,
you.
like he owned them.
But was what
You
I
could have
said
made that
true?
about Abraham Lincoln.
No.
Yeah, thank
About
you.
Grant like marrying his wife, he wasn't
But I
about
don't know. Look
slaves,
it up
but
and look
like
it up. I don't
his
care. I don't
family
care. No
wasn't
Who
matter.
about it.
who
It
is
doesn't
William
matter. It doesn't.
Jones? Who is William Jones?
I have no idea. That one doesn't
Oh,
ring a bell.
yeah, that's actually the name of the black man that was owned by Ulysses S. Grant.
Right. So in the
But
1870s,
what
which
I
which
said
is
was that part true at
I'm
least.
talking now. It does I don't know, go look it up. We don't care. Because Ulysses S. Grant, when he was president, he said that white people had the right to unalive black people, right? Because the 1870s was the redemption period, right? For white people in America. And that led into things that we know as like the Red Summer, right? That eventually led to things like, Brownsville. That led to things eventually like Greenwood, all the atrocities, later on when they did like minstrel shows, they had Jim Crow laws, all the egregious things, right? And the person that was running, that was a Democratic president at that time in the 1870s was Ulysses S. Grant, right? Things didn't really start to change on the Democratic side until the party switch, which also came with what? A certain Civil Rights Act. Do you know what year that happened?
18,
The
1887.
civil rights that, no, of
What was
19
it?
what? 1960 what?
What?
Yes, the Civil Rights Act, my guy.
Oh, well.
So yeah, I don't mind supporting the Democratic Party of today.
At this point, you don't?
Yeah, no, I don't have a problem with it. I'm not going to support the Republican Party.
Why not?
Because they're racist. They're
Aren't
like
really?
staunch. They're staunch
Really?
racists. Yeah. Yeah, really.
Hillary
Or
says,
Really.
Hillary says Garrett needs to stop watching the History Channel.
They're very
the
much so.
History Channel is like false news now, or is it
The
Fox
History
News or
Channel.
CNN?
I don't.
I don't know. You tell me, but I mean, you tried it, but you failed. Anything else?
Aliens.
I mean, the
Oh man,
Republican Party is
I
too
wish
focused
I
on
wish I
right.
could talk
The
about the
Republican
aliens, but
Party.
like I know that's not your thing.
It was a
Okay,
joke on the
he
History
gone.
Channel.
He on one.
Was it?
You should look up the meme. Like literally, if you just type in aliens and then look at or alien meme, then
Well, they are like supposed to be like
it's a
releasing
meme.
certain things.
Who?
I caught your interest, didn't I?
No,
Who?
not
No,
at all.
what? You tripping?
Am I really? Or is it for the
Yeah.
first time you're actually
I'm not
like you
interested.
guys?
I'm literally
I'm
sending
not
a text right
interested.
now. I'm so not interested. I'm sending a text message.
I'm looking at my notebook
Oh my God! Why? Really?
because you're weird.
You would have to say something that actually piqued my interest. And you didn't know the
Okay, well,
alien meme, and that's a little bit sus.
okay. What was the last thing that you
Suspicious.
watched on TV?
I don't
Let's
watch
go that
TV.
route.
I don't watch TV.
On the telly?
Yes, on the telly.
I'm not interested in you.
I didn't say that. I was just asking, like, what was the last thing
I'm
that
just
you
letting
watched
you
on the
know.
telly? Huh?
I'm not interested in you, so.
Well, trust me, it's not like I'm gonna hop on a plane and go to
You
Texas or
wouldn't,
whatever. See, and that's the thing.
I
You don't
also
even
wouldn't go
want
to
to
Texas.
try.
Texas is
You don't want to even tell me. That's the thing. Like, I'm not even gonna. Why don't you just tell me? What was the last thing that you watched? Maybe
I
we have the
answered.
same
I said
interest.
I don't watch television.
You watch none whatsoever.
Snapped.
Nothing.
No.
Forensic
I don't watch
Files.
television.
You don't watch no shows, no nothing.
I watch some people on
Investigative
YouTube and
Discovery.
TikTok.
Whoa,
You know what? Actually, 40. They now have the episodes of the next 48 on Netflix. So I mean, we watched
I'm
that.
studying.
Yeah, I'm already caught up on all the 48. Can't go to sleep without putting it on.
Never mind. I'm not watching them ever.
I guess I gotta cut that off.
Okay. Got you, Jasmine.
Okay, I didn't know if that was geared towards me. I'm like, am I supposed to be seeing something here?
No, you're good.
No. It's geared towards like both of you. Like the next 48, cannot sleep without putting that on. I'm already caught up on
That
like
sucks.
all the murder
You're supposed
mysteries.
to be
It's
off of
crazy.
phone and television off for at least an hour before you go to sleep in order to help your circadian rhythm. So you might want to not do that to fall asleep. That's fucking with your sleep schedule.
If you say so, it helps me go to sleep. I don't know why. I used to yell at the wife and like, what is wrong with you? Like, why do you like watching this kind of stuff? And then for whatever reason, it just it helped me go to sleep. Like just hearing it in the background for background noise. I have no idea why, but she ended up doing it to me, you know. But
This
that's
is
it.
you in the wrong live.
No, I'm not. I'm actually having a conversation like me
With
and
who?
her, me and both of you. are actually having a conversation as normal people for the first time on your platform. I'm pretty sure like everybody in the comments or wherever in YouTube, in the comments and in Twitch, I don't know all the things that you have, but for the first time, nobody's yelling. Everybody's actually like having a conversation.
No,
And there's
actually, they're
nothing
calling
wrong
you
with it.
out. I
There's
just yell
nothing
at my
wrong with
wife.
it.
Okay, buddy. Like,
No, don't get all pissed. Don't get all mad just because like you're not cussing me out for the first time. Like, don't get all pissed. Like,
sir,
not
What the heck
I
is
don't
wrong
know,
with you?
like, sir, I don't know if you realize this, but you can go to my channel page and the most watched video, because that's what it looks like when you open it the first time. It has 335,000 views because I have calm conversations with people every fucking day. You're not new.
okay. Well,
Period.
And then the next one, which has, I don't remember,
She
over
do.
30,000 views, also is a calm conversation because I have calm conversations with people every day.
I just
She
thought that
do.
maybe you were like, I don't know, from the vibe from both of you, maybe you guys were like some anime fans, something like that. Maybe we actually like both watch the same thing and we can discuss it, you know, actually connect with each other.
Aslan says hi to your kitty cat.
Huh?
Oh, Margarita. Oh, you're on that side. Margarita, they said hi.
The
She
floof.
says hey.
That's a crazy comment. Junior said, "Can we bring back first caller's mommy?"
First caller's mommy.
Yeah, he called his wife mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was the thing, like maybe you're into that. Like maybe you threw out some crazy anime that I had no idea about, or some crazy show,
I don't watch
and
anime.
you don't watch any of it?
Pokemon.
Well, that's a little bit before my time. I think I watched it like when it first came out. I don't do the
There.
cards or anything, but I think, you know, the cards are
The
crazy
cards.
now. Like people can get like 10 grand for like one
I
card,
lied.
which
I
I
don't
think
watch
is
Pokemon. I don't watch Pokemon.
I didn't even realize this. Mia caught this. Not him being married and hitting on you live. Ain't that true? Ooh, I don't
huh?
want to. I don't want to be yelled at by you, Queen. I want to be yelled at by the white woman with glasses.
Right.
That was a little bit odd. All right, man. Well, I'm at.
Isn't he black and Puerto Rican and kind of white?
Yeah.
I don't hear none of the other two. No disrespect. I know it doesn't sound a certain way,
Have
but
you guys been to
just
the
based
island
on
yet or
answers,
no?
it's
Santa
giving he's
Maria.
never learned anything about his heritage.
Yeah.
What's the fuck going on?
Yeah.
About my heritage,
Have fun,
like
man.
if you want me
Nope. I agree with me on that one. Like, I missed him saying that he was married. I think I trauma blocked the last part. We're gonna wrap up
I
here.
stopped listening to him.
Yeah, I did too. I was literally like reading messages. I was reading the chat more than I have in a long time. And I just noticed the cat after Aslan pointed it out. So yeah.
Oh, she been chilling the whole time.
Yeah. I would have noticed that before. I love cats, and dogs. Like, I don't know if you guys saw this, but this thing is, oh yeah, I don't know if they're in the chat today, but maybe they'll go back and watch this. So I have this little dragon that has a cat on its head. You guys can look up Dragons and Beasties. She has a Twitch
Dragons
channel.
and Beasties.
Yep, and they have a website. I think
Okay.
it's literally dragonandbeasties.com or something. And that's where that is. Dragons and Beasties. I've showed them on live before. It's just been a minute.
Dragons
And then
Beasties.
the
Okay,
these are called Octocuties.
Octocuties.
And this one's reading books.
I don't have anything cool like that.
And I have to grab the hold on. They gave me the card when I ordered it.
Not that cool.
Alchemy and Artistry.
What do I have?
They shipped it with a card. I find cool things online, guys. Y'all need to. That's why I
All
don't
I
watch
got
stuff.
is
I read.
this is me. I have 4 different kinds of lip gloss. I have I have my cherry lip oil. I have the Glossier, the lifter gloss. I have the clear gloss, and then I have the shimmer plumper gloss.
Oh, we got lip gloss going on over there. Okay,
So that's my thing.
That's okay. I have to have decorations because otherwise, like, plain walls bother me. I'm gonna go through some bits and super chats, and then Joe, I'm gonna bring you up in a moment, so you don't have to hang up. You will be a quick call, but I appreciate you calling in. Aslan said earlier, so what wives aren't supposed to stay home, do nothing because caller I knows way more than men because caller at home than men. Okay. That was an aircraft carrier size pivot. Oh, the guy that went from what we were talking about. We went from talking about something way relevant, well, not
with
relevant to Iran.
slavery. He went from chattel slavery to he was like, what about the Vikings?
Oh no, this was I think about the guy that we were talking about something else entirely. I think the first caller, the one that called his wife mom, went from the first part of the conversation to Iran, and we were just talking about Trump and something else, and just like boom, like oh okay, that went wild. And then like Aslan, caller, if you don't want to listen to women, why call here? Yeah, that's a good point. No need to. No, we need a competent person, woman, to run our government, period. Agreed, Melvin. W. What in the sweet home Alabama? That's to the mom guy. This is how behind I got on these super chats. Thank you guys. I was not raised to lay down and take it. That's the British way. America went another way. I bow to no man. Fair. No self-representation without first donation. Exactly. Yeah. He tried to plug his own YouTube channel with his dog. Like, I don't need to hear that. And like, sorry, it's not happening. Like this. Thank you, Garby. I appreciate it. Jinkies. Thank you for the 8, Joseph. Here's a $2. Appreciate it. Oh my God. I hate you, TikTok. You know what's funny? TikTok gave me a harassment and bullying flag when I was quoting Donald Trump about moving on somebody like a BITCH. Like, I'm just quoting the president's words and I get flagged. Yeah,
you can't quote him because you get
can't.
flagged for like everything.
You literally can't. I also, I'm not going to go over that one part. Thank you for the bits. Keep up the good work. I appreciate it, Fenry. For your knowledge and general badassery. Thank you, SK. Mia wants to thank everybody that reminds me how much of a badass I am. I appreciate that. Thank you, Hillary, all of the emojis. Hey, caller, why do you support a president that was in the file? Sounds like you're okay with creeps. Oh, are you talking about the guy that was definitely drunk? He didn't know how to have a conversation. He wouldn't be able to answer that conversation. Stop, sir. You're not winning this battle. Also with the drunkard. Brittany, thank you as well. Junior, Garby. Yay, pay the gals. I do. Everybody that's been on so far, like the last 2 weeks, because I had to be convinced to put up a goal because I don't self-promote enough, and people were like, you need to do that, and I'm like, huh?
Of course.
I'm very bad at self-promoting myself. Horrible at it. So now everyone's getting paid, and it just so happened to start with the women. So there's that part. Women first. Okay. He was so weird and uneducated. This was not for the last guy. I'm not sure who that was towards, honestly. There was a lot of weirdos. Caller being a steamroller. Steams are dictators, not a democracy. What the stream says is law here. They have the first word and last word. Oh, that was about the guy that didn't understand the First Amendment and how it got brought up because of him. Guys, while we talk to Joe, who's a friendly, if you guys want to help with the gift goal real quick, we're going to keep this short, hopefully under 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Joe,
what's
hi.
Up, dude? Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, this is my first time watching the show, and I just wanted to say, like, Thank you so much for answering my call. I thought the question was pretty cool. And I just have to, if I may, the last guy, Garen or whatever his name was, I thought that was weird, like why he targeted, I thought that was strange. I think both of you seem pretty okay. Like that was just awkward. I had a hard time
Very.
hearing bro say that. But anyway, yeah, bro. Don't talk to girls like that. That's how you scare the girls away. But anyway, yeah, I just want to like
Period.
answer the question. My parents, they are Trump supporters, and they really were mad at me when I didn't go to vote for Trump. Like I'm 24, and I've been able to vote since like, 22 since like the 2020 election, but
Hmm.
my parents, they weren't really supportive of me going to vote then. But ever since I've gotten my own independence and I've gotten more into politics and gotten more informed, I'm just really confused why people like Trump, like, for example, I drive a Mazda. I know some people are like, oh, a Mazda, look at this guy. But like, gas is so expensive. It's horrible. Like, $5 at the pump. I almost had a
Yeah.
heart attack, bro. Like, I just don't get what my parents see in him. They're like, "Oh, he's America first." But then like, I one of my bros, he did ROTC when we were in high school, and he's now in the military, God bless our troops. I really love him. But like, man, I really worry for him cuz like I'm just afraid that one day like this Trump guy is going to like drop him in some random Middle Eastern country for no reason. Like, no offense, I know one caller, I think he was asking like, "Oh yeah, do you like respect the troops?" But I'm just like, me personally, if I was a soldier, I don't want to be like dropped anywhere. Like, cuz gosh, the way like we treat the troops, we just treat them like their lives don't matter. Like, if we're gonna fight a fight, can it at least make sense? Because like Iran here, and then we got like he's threatening Cuba, and then he like kidnapped that dude from Venezuela earlier. It's just too much, bro. It's like, bro, slow down, like one thing at a time, like explain it at least to your supporters. It's like he just doesn't make sense. And me personally, I just don't think he's America first. Like, where's our money? I just feel like we're getting no dividends from this dude. And I try to tell my parents that, but they're like, oh, it'll happen eventually. But it's like, bro, how many terms do you need to get it right? You know what I mean?
All 300.
Yeah,
Sorry, that
yeah,
was being
yeah.
facetious. Well, um, you're not going to find a disagreement here. Why do people go after Trump? Well, he is, for some reason, he is a very populist president. I think these are my two cents, not anywhere near a professional opinion. He spoke to people in a place where they felt like they haven't been heard, meaning hateful. The easiest way to rule, in my opinion, is through fear and by giving someone something to hate or to place blame in, which he did very well by placing blame for all of the problems on one subsection of
Yeah.
the population of the United States. And that's typically how people get pulled in. You either have to you convince somebody either to give themselves up for just blind faith in some way, or you pull out the worst of the worst, right? You pull out what people have been afraid to say, right? You give somebody someone to blame, and then that pulls it forward a lot.
Yeah, yeah, you make a great point. That's a great point. I gotta tell my parents that sometime, and I know I don't have a lot of time left, but to the other callers, like, I know some people might not agree with me, but like being raised in a TBH a conservative household, I just feel like conservatives, like, we're not, like, really conservative. I feel like the party right now is pretty hypocritical. Like, you know, I
Well,
know no one's really talked
at least in my opinion, and I'll say it this way, conservatism is antithetical to progress, and I think that anybody that wants to be conservative just means that they are blocking a future.
Yeah, I'm totally following with you because honestly, like, you know, I'm just saying, like, the one guy that was like earlier, like, oh, third term. I
Yeah,
don't
they're
know,
weird.
man. Like, I think about it, like, you know, do you want to trust the plumber that takes like days to fix your sink, or the guy that can like do it in like 2 hours? You know what I mean? Like, I just don't think
Yep.
Trump has the skills to pay the bills, and like, TBH, no offense. Well, honestly, I don't really care. I don't know him like that. He's not my homeboy, but like, he high key creeps me out. Like, I know I don't want to like get this in trouble or anything, but those files, bro, like, you know, it's just not a good look. Like, it's just not a good look. He looks hella sus, low key. Like, not even low key, like high key. It's just like really sus. Like, I don't know. Like, can't Republicans find anyone that's not like a weirdo?
Not gonna, like, again, we're in agreement here, so I understand. Maybe try to see if your parents will call in. I doubt that they will. But I appreciate you adding anything. Did you have anything you wanted to say, Queen, or?
No, but
All right.
keep voting the right way and stay informed.
Yes, look up your your candidates. Ballotpedia is a great resource to get you to the right places to start at. And you have a good night, okay, Joe?
Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right. David wanted to point out Queen V is a great teammate. I agree. I love her. Melvin said, quoting Erica Shante, you could have just put Shante, I'll say it all the way. Women's labor is not free. Exactly.
Period.
Women make significantly less
Yes, that's
than
true.
men when it comes to the almighty dollar and the wage gap that y'all all deny, but it does exist. So
I think it's like 81 cents to the dollar.
for black women, white women is just a
Is
tiny
even
bit more.
oh,
No, it's
okay.
of
Well, of
course it's
course
a
I
tiny bit
of
more. It's racism.
course I know mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And then Scott says USA birds should be singing cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. Cuckoo, cuckoo. But yeah, guys, so real quick before I end, Twitch, you better be quick and giving me somebody to raid. Y'all know I don't have patience. I'm at the end of the show, I'm losing patience when, especially when I'm 30 minutes over. But we had a lot of callers. I was very happy for that. Some good conversations out of this. You guys over on YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe if you are new here. Go to the description. You can do it even after it ends. Go follow Bill. Go follow Queen V. Bill was on last week, so you guys should already know him. And just lost my train of thought on something there. Okay, I just thought of something else. Also, I'll have to check on something. 1 second. I'm sorry. Also, you guys are about ready to get sent over to Polly, so you guys have a good one. Thanks for joining my externalized internal